Well, let's hope.
Well, starting it right now, so we're gonna find out. I'm gonna
Okay.
tell the chat we're doing a quick test. And if it works, might as well just continue on with the stream from there.
Makes sense to me.
Huh, whoa. Hello everybody, kind of wait for YouTube to catch the stream. Usually it starts about right now, so give it a second. This test is so you guys, I'm wondering if it's going to catch Rob's audio essentially, so once it actually, yes, we're checking audio.
Okay.
So tell me if you guys can hear Rob.
Yeah, well, I'm talking. I have no idea what to say, but I am talking, so that's pretty much what is needed, so. But yes, can you hear us? Can you hear us both? That is the important part.
Hear Rob while he watches from Discord. Alright, time to... Well, Shipper says audio sounds so good so far, but I'm wondering if if they can hear Rob, so I don't know if he got to that point. Because, you know, the whole, like, almost 45-second delay.
Yeah, I don't know why the delay is that bad, but, you know.
I don't know. I think last time Discord upgraded.
Mm-hmm.
Not Discord, but, fucking, what do you call it? OBS upgraded. I think it changed some of my settings. So, yeah, Shipper says they can hear you, so, okay, let's go and start.
Okay.
Alright, who do you want to start with for the Universal Century mode?
I don't know. You got anybody in mind, or?
I really don't care who we start with. I was playing earlier with Ayug, so we can start with anyone you want.
Let's go with Axis, because I usually save them for last when I did this for myself, so.
Alright. I forget, I don't know who we start out. Oh, okay, I guess it's Haman. Wasn't expecting that. Start with the best.
Well, given that this only just barely goes into double Zeta, there aren't that many other Axis pilots to have, so...
Well, until you start unlocking some of the weird side stories, like Garma being able to use the Super Gundam.
Oh, yeah!
That part's my favorite. The Nemo. Le Nemo. I forgot how to use the bits.
This looks really good for its age.
Oh, yeah. The details on the models is what really blows my mind, and how well they are.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. It's Quattro. Fuck. I know he hits hard, so I don't want to get hit by him.
Yeah. I always had trouble with space in this one. I was never good at the space rounds.
Same here. Like, take some of, like, the resource satellites maps where you got, like, things floating around and stuff. Like, I always seem to, like, get stuck on those no matter what. Oh, okay, well, cutscene. Careless. Oh, I blew his leg off. Or Mom did. So it's kind of, it's like, have you read Char's Deleted Affair there, Rob?
No, never. I never did get to that one.
You, like, okay, so I really like it for the fact that it goes into in-depth as to why Haman and Char hate each other. Because Char gets... He falls in love with Haman's original caretaker, and she ends up getting pregnant. Well, Haman didn't like that, and decided to terminate both him, Char's kid, and her.
Okay.
Well, it wasn't Haman's direct.
Mcleod.
Yeah, I managed to make it.
What's
yeah.
up?
It wasn't actually Haman's direct. She saw a suspicious person heading towards that lady's room and just decided not to stop them.
Ah.
It's kind of like the Peter Parker sees the dude who'll eventually kill Uncle Ben robbing that place, and he's like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah. Alright, let me catch up.
But yeah, Haman had an indirect hand. In Char's child.
Should lower Rob's audio a little bit since he's like twice as loud as you are. Let me check Discord. Where is it?
I'm not. But
yeah, you might have turned me up last week when we were having problems.
Alright, I switched from my mic to my headset, so maybe that'll help too. Sometimes my mic doesn't like to jive with fucking what you call it.
Yeah.
Bam. That should help. Alright, so, alright. I'm hearing Rob, yes, yada, yada, yada. Gundam vs. Zeta Gundam is far inferior to Federation vs. Xeon. It has more, wait, what? Don't you mean
He's just
superior?
saying the AI is terrible and the UC mode is tedious. I will agree that the UC mode is tedious, but again, the AI is
Yeah.
that's just a difference. It's less aimbot and it's slightly less aggressive, but if you turn the difficulty up, because this game actually is more difficulty setting dependent than Federation versus Xeon was. So if you turn all the sliders down, it affects the whole game instead of just the UC, instead of just arcade.
Gaza
So if you
C
want
or
to,
Cubile?
oh yeah, that's an option, isn't it?
Ham Banana says he is back. All right.
So how are you, Rob?
Not too bad. Been a basically uneventful week, so happy for that.
Yeah.
You get a quell. Salty did.
Yeah.
I just got it this afternoon on my discount 10 spin on my American account.
Man, everybody getting that with me. Wait.
It's literally just a gym custom with grenades. That's it, and 3 hits.
It's kind of like halfway between that and just a slightly lower cost Chakushiki. I feel like with potentially a better weapon in the gym rifle.
Oh,
why was Shirako there shooting purple beams?
Okay, so here's the thing: the only mode in UC mode that has the correct beam colors is the AU.
Huh.
If you play Titans, the Xeon shoot pink beams along with the AU, and if you play Axis, the Titans and AU shoot pink.
Okay.
Because there's three factions, so it doesn't know how to. It always makes the bad guy is yellow and the good guy is pink.
Yeah.
So if you're playing the bad guys, they make your enemies pink.
Okay.
Oof.
I didn't realize it changed it because
Piss off, Shirako.
like that should really be set by mobile suit, not by faction.
It should, but I think they're still using the same engine as Federation versus Xeon. I mean, they are.
I could have swore there's
pretty
a.
much a
Oh,
slight
there it is.
upgrade.
Absolutely.
I forgot
'Cause
how
then
to
after this-
do that.
After this is the Seed versus games, which are pretty much a new version of this engine. Well, this is like almost.
Yeah. I forget which one was the last one Capcom did. It was either the Seeds or Gundam versus Gundam, I want to say. But
I'm gonna say probably the Seeds, just because they're still pretty similar, and I actually haven't played Gundam versus Gundam, but I'm gonna say the Seeds are pretty similar, just slightly faster than that.
Yep. Gundam versus Gundam is still pretty similar. It hadn't gone, it hadn't gone into, full hyperspeed like Extreme Versus does quite yet. I guess you guys did see that they're going to bring in another one of those out here.
Yep, Maxi Boost. Getting an
I
version.
may lose because Shirako's being a cunt.
It happens. Well, you've got the recover gauge.
Hey, I forgot about that.
Yeah, unlike in Federation versus Xeon, you do have a small safety net.
Yes.
Oof. Shirako, please get off my nuts.
And another thing I'm going to say that this is a better game. It has a survival mode, and like it actually adds a lot to the game as well.
Okay, those two pissed off.
That survival mode's pretty fun.
Sarah.
I was playing that the other night. Now I finally have my adapter and everything. I like the cat just flying around like an asshole.
Well, fairly accurate.
Yeah, Cat is such a bad character in Zeta.
He was.
Yeah.
Look how they murdered my boy.
I like these bits. Just
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
fart a bunch of them out. Just let them kill them.
I forget. Is this the game where there's an alternate fire mode for those where you can just have them like launch with you and fire whenever you fire your main beam gun?
Yes.
Yeah.
I always loved that.
You can launch one, or you can launch one and they'll stick in the air, or they'll float with you, and then you can launch all of them at the enemy.
Aristotle of Greece says, I managed to get 7 of 8 Zeta suits so far, only the Gabaldi beta eludes me.
You lucky son of a bitch.
I'm missing, like, the Mark II.
I'm missing, like, all of them.
the regular Hyzak. I wouldn't really consider the Quell a Zeta suit, though. It's like a
No.
pre-Zeta.
Does it show up in the movies at any point?
It shows up in a new translation for literally like 2 frames of animation.
Oof.
Hmm.
Oh Christ! Now here comes a man's name.
The same frames of animation, the bottom part of one of the Hazels appears.
Hmm.
Really? I didn't know one of the Hazels
Yeah.
appeared.
Yeah, it's in a new translation. I honestly don't like a new translation.
I haven't seen it.
I need to rewatch it.
It mixes the... I like the ending better, but just the jarring mix of new and old animation all the time is super weird.
Oh yes, I just still have very strong memories of that one scene where, Quattro walks out of the door with, in a new animated sequence, walks out of the door into 1985, and it is just so jarring.
Yeah.
Isn't that the same scene
They
where
do that-
they animated where Amuro jumped from the biplane? I'm pretty sure.
Yes.
Something
Well,
like that.
he jumps, he gets a parasol glider, yeah, it's
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah.
But yeah, it has a lot of reanimation, and they completely changed the ending of Zeta. Camille doesn't get brain
fucked?
shattered. Yeah, so
Yeah.
like literally, double Zeta can't happen.
Yeah.
Like, they've made it to the point where double Zeta cannot happen, which by extension Char's counterattack can't happen. Because Char still loses the fight, but he senses Camille's okay. That's what drove Char to be like, nah, Neo Zeon time. Was like Camille, someone he put the faith in the future in.
Oh my God! Everybody and their fucking
completely
brothers
obliterated.
popping up here. What
Yeah.
am I
Yeah, I
supposed
mean,
to fucking do?
you are in the final battle right now. And you're supposed to use that Cubile and sidestep and be a cool man.
I'm not good with the Cubile. Psycho
Well,
Commune
you're better
suits
than
in
with the
this-
gods of
Oh.
P.
No, I
That
could
is one thing about this game I was never fond of. When your low rent sidekick suit ends up using your recover gauge for you.
Oh, I
That's
always
my
hated
luck.
that.
I wish there was an option to turn that off.
Yeah, seriously.
Ibram Gaunt says, hello, Salty.
Howdy, how are you doing?
Aristotle Gary says, I pulled my Super Gundam on my main and made the next pull on my Alt 2 and got it. Hold on, I misread that. I pulled the Super Gundam on my main, made the next pull on my Alt and got it there too. And yet I still complain about my luck.
Well, everybody complains about their luck sometimes because no matter how good your luck is, when you don't get that one you want, your luck is terrible.
First world problems.
Honestly,
But at least when your Rent-A-Cop sidekick dies, they fill up like 3/4 of your bar.
Yep.
Yeah.
As long as their recovery was finished, but sadly it wasn't there because Camille said no.
Camille's an asshole.
Yeah, them Titan Zeta Gundam colors look good though.
But yeah, I think I've got all the Zeta suits so far except for the Mark II. So.
Man, the Mark II completely dominates 500 cost with Rick Diaz now.
I can believe it.
Like they're everywhere. They don't like T-pose to assert as much dominance because like there are still competitive suits there, but they're everywhere.
Cats is garbage though.
Cats is super garbage.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Destroy Quattro. Okay.
The
Dakota High Blood, Young Blood, how are you doing?
The Mark II is also really prevalent in 550 and it has pretty much completely replaced the GPO-1.
Yeah.
On ground. Like it's gone. The GPO-3 is still around.
Oh,
but
Rob, this is
GPO-1
one of those maps I was
rare.
telling you about where I hate.
Oh, get stuck on the solar panels all the time?
I fucking hate it.
Yeah.
I mean, I hated the Solomon map on Gundam vs. Anti-Gundam when it had the solar panels because they would move. And it would be like a really jarring, like you'd be like leaning against them, and then they pull forward and like move you, because it would like move the solar panels through the like the skybox to simulate movement. But it's like a really jarring like move, stay still for like 45 seconds, move, stay still for 40.
Yeah,
it's
that's what it does in here. Like I'm just trying to dash to the right, and it shows me dashing, but I don't move because the map moves.
Yeah, the solar panel map. Yeah, it's pretty much doing the same thing. The solar panel map's bad. I use it for cover though, because when you fight the Humruby team here on like Katz's run, oof,
yeah.
Katz only has mass production units.
Well, the G Defensor, if you can master using that thing in space, it's not too bad.
But Humrubies though, Yazin.
Yeah.
My boy Yazin here. Then Quattro said, "I'm gonna shoot you in the head." He shot you right in the top of the head.
Yeah, he did.
See, I want to get the Rick Diaz. I have no luck pulling it yet.
Rick Diaz, like, I'm really terrible at Dom types, so I kind of want to give Rick Diaz another go, but it's just like every time I want to use it, the entire team is it. And I'm like, well, fuck this.
Well, no, that's the plan though. You just spam out Rick Diaz's because they're
can't-
massive beam defense.
I can't do that. So I always end up being like the Fab or which after the buff, the Fab is actually pretty damn decent now, which I'm real happy about. Fucking Christ. 30 HP because of this goddamn
Fish
Gym
Pop.
2.
Fish Pop says, "I can't stick around, just dropping by to say hi."
Yeah. Oh. Yagashiki with a point blank shot to the chest. Big rip.
Aristotle of Greece says, "I just found out NA players missed the MLS banner by a week."
Yeah.
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 I still
I
think
never
that suit
clicked.
needs a buff.
A buff? Are you? I held back 5 people by myself today.
No,
Nah,
it's terrible.
Fat nerf. It needs fat nerf. It only has one weakness, and that's getting up close to it in melee. And like that, it needs to have one weakness because God, it's too strong. The
vertical
damage
launch
is real.
missiles are hot garbage.
I hit 5 people with 1 barrage. You just
No,
gotta know where
it's
to
just
shoot 'em.
terrible.
Yeah. Nah, you just gotta get good, Salty. You gotta get good with it. Like I said, if a mobile suit can literally hold back while its like damaged team is retreating, and one mobile suit can hold back an entire enemy team on any map, that's a problem. That is a fat
off, Shark.
problem.
Ah.
And like literally, it wasn't just I stunned them and held them back. I did like 8,000 damage to like 3 of them out of the 5. Because I hit them with all 3 missiles.
I shoot Char twice. Good move.
Also,
really?
talk about jarring stuff. Especially in later routes, they'll switch from Char's original voice actor in the 1-year war to this Quattro voice actor,
Yeah.
back and forth, back and forth.
Yes.
It's super. And same thing for Amuro. All I hear is Shin.
Okay,
When
so
also,
why
when I
didn't
hear
they use
Amuro.
the same voice actor for Char?
Because
Okay.
they actually have different dubbing crews. They use the Zeta dubbing crew for the Zeta part and use the voice files from the original dubbing crew.
Well, I'm saying for the original animation, why did they switch Char's voice actors?
I think it was a different company, and also I don't think they realized that was Char until halfway through the production, and they're like,
It was a different part of the same company. First Gundam was dubbed by Ocean Group, and Zeta was dubbed by Blue Water, who dubbed G Gundam.
Oh, really?
yeah.
Well, did you guys hear
yeah.
about the motherfucker that
No, I didn't hear about him.
no, well, the maker of G Gundam is willing to do a sequel.
Okay,
He's been trying to do one. Bandai doesn't really feel up to it.
That is a man who I have a feeling is incredibly difficult to work with, just from the number of half completed projects he has had over his lifetime.
I mean, they gave him that manga series that's basically Wing Glory to the Losers, but for G Gundam.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that was their here, you get to write the story, the new version of the story that you want to write, and go away.
Yeah, probably.
Because the time for G Gundam celebrations have passed. Like, they got another 5 years before they're going to hit another anniversary.
Well, if they were going to start work on one, now's probably not a terrible time.
Yeah, true. Oh, he took your cover again.
Yeah, I know. What a fucking dick. I have 15 That's unfair, man. I hate the fucking...
Man, if one more Gym 2 had shown up for you to shoot, you probably could have gotten that.
Yeah.
The Xeon route is pretty hard. It was supposed to be it's the 3rd route you're supposed to do, so you're going to start out here pretty strong. It's going to be rough, especially since this is your first dive outside of the game. Because you're supposed to do Aid first and Titans and then Xeon, but you just went deep in Titans time.
Hell yeah.
Or deep in Xeon time.
Me and Rob went balls deep.
Yeah. Because really the majority of this route doesn't even take place in the Grips conflict.
No.
Oh shit! Get bounced off
You're
the
gonna be
wall.
out. You're gonna be out here rekindling your Gundam versus Zeta Gundam, or Federation versus Xeon on this route.
Yeah.
And like Garma shows up on his route with a Mark II for no reason.
I
They're
never.
like,
I
we're gonna
never
make
understood
Garma
that
the
part.
hero of this story. Yeah, we're gonna make Garma the hero of this story. Do it in the
Sure.
Gaza Sea, I dare you.
I probably could do it. Cause that thing, that
Okay.
thing moves quicker.
Yeah.
No, it really doesn't.
Yes, it does in the transform state.
Well, yeah, but then you have a worse firing arc.
Meh. I hate.
The Q-Blade's more responsive. Like its inputs are quicker. I think that's how they tried to like make the difference in cost here. Is like inputs are quicker on certain mobile suits.
This is great, YouTube.
Because like
Me dying over and over again.
hey, it shows you don't edit your content.
Hell no.
That you get everything.
I don't know how to edit. I don't have any of the fucking video editing software. Jim, I will. Jesus Christ. Fucking hit me, Char, so my ally doesn't take the fucking recover.
This is a very hard mission.
What?
Right? This is
I had a full recover bar. Did he fucking take the hit when I took the hit? This piece of shit.
I'm gonna assume yes.
So this is a very hard mission, right?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It's a
Well, yeah, and I mean you're on your first like rune, and it, like not even
Fucking
2 missions
Gaza
in,
Sea.
you're on a very hard mission.
Gaza Sea, here we go.
Dude, that thing's gonna get 3 hit. It's gonna be, it's gonna be bad. And then you can't transform once you take a recover hit anyway.
That's if I get hit.
It's okay, Salty. Show me. Show me.
Already got a hit up on
Strike
him.
says UC mode is okay for now, but before long you'll be challenging yourself to stay interested because you'll have to play the same mission 20 to 30 times over and over with different talking heads. I mean, yeah, but the roster's good enough. Like, the biggest problem is the Federation, or the Titans pilots that they give into the...
Can't touch me now, sure can you?
The biggest problem is the Titans grind, because the Titans are literally copy-paste, especially like Burin, Lila, and Yazan.
Yep.
Because their one-year war missions are the same. No, that's the problem. They're all the same missions in the Federation. They are literally the same missions with mostly the same mobile suits. It's pretty rough. Like, and then Lila's campaign, they all kind of copy off Jared's campaign for like Lila and like the people that were close to Jared. With different mobile suits. Although Lila, I think, gets most of the same mobile suits Jared uses.
Yeah.
Which is rough.
Oh fuck, this thing's beam recovery is kind of shit on that
Strike
beam
says, I hear the voice cast was changed in Zeta due to a strike at the time, which is possible.
I don't remember hearing about that at the time, but it's not impossible.
Yeah, it was the early days of dubbing, so it's possible. This is like them trying to get a union together.
Yeah, I don't, like I said, I remember any of that, but I, obviously didn't get all the Canadian voice actor news at the time, so.
Yeah.
Canadian. Alright, this mission fucking sucks.
Yeah, maybe time to back out and do something else.
I think Mcleod's right. Let's start with Titans.
No, let's start with the AUG.
Maybe. Alright, save.
Let's start with Salty, start with the AUG.
I'll start with you.
I warned you.
Don't mind my other save file. I was dicking around in this game already.
I honestly didn't dislike the UC mode in the game that much, but I guess I am just used to doing repetitive stuff, says Silver Lightning. And yeah, like, for certain routes for characters you didn't care about, that's when it became painful, because it's like literally like, I hate this character's voice. It's a copy-paste route. That's copy-paste mobile suit. At least Garma gets a Mark II.
And the Super Gundam.
Yeah, Super Gundam's weird in this game, though. It's hard to use.
I like it. Nothing like big beams that, one-shot pretty much anything in the game.
Yeah, but it affects
So
your accuracy too much. I was like, nah, my
I
stats.
don't give a fuck about the stats. Okay, so
I
I
do.
can go new game and then save it on the
Yes.
fucking okay.
Erase this save from the face of the galaxy. Like gone. It's never happened. Except for this recording data that will
It's
be on the internet
Tetons. Yes,
forever.
yes, and hand banana. It's Tetons. I don't have enough points to upgrade the Cubulate because the Cubulate takes like 10,000 points right off the bat to fucking upgrade.
Yeah,
Oh wow.
the Cubelay is a 5-star suit.
Fuck,
Or it's
I forgot how nippy the
they call
Zeta Gundam was.
it. They go fast.
Yeah, it is. Holy shit.
You know, fast.
So I'm assuming for the second year anniversary of GBO, we're gonna get the
Yeah.
the the O and the Zeta Gundam.
That's kind of what
I
I'm
think
thinking.
I think they need to take that long because the game is still not ready for transfer.
No.
Yeah, I kind of have a feeling the reason we dropped back to the Gym Quell all of a sudden is that they just can't quite get the Ashimar running the way they want.
Zeta or Masala needs to be the first transformable suit because oof,
I'm really
like
looking for the
that game
Masala.
is so not ready. Yeah, the Masala will be fun. And the Masala is also the first transformable mobile suit ever shown in animation
Yep.
in the Gundam franchise. So they need to keep that
Plus, it's
just for Mimes.
like its design to me is like it's very handsome. Oof.
Yeah, it's very space. It's very space opera. Sev says, "Rip 9,000 points. You'll get 9,000 points a mission eventually."
Yeah.
But yeah, the egg route's easier because it like starts out with a lot of very easy missions and then like normal missions. It doesn't get very hard until like Operation Von Braun.
Or doing all the
But
subroutes where you got to keep everybody alive and shit.
yeah, but you gotta
Oh
play
yeah.
cats. Yeah, see that's mostly the Operation Von Braun, the 4 alive, and then the Lala survives are like the 3 big ones that like
Uh-huh.
everyone's stuff gets based off of. And then for the bad routes, you gotta have Char and Lala both die, and or Sayla and Lala both die, and Char and Alvaro are super pissed. Look at that wave runner crash. Look at that frozen animation.
Hmm.
Make that ending is still not the best.
Well, I would assume we're gonna get the level 2 and level 2 of the GPO 1 and 2 when Zeta and the O release. That's my assumption.
Yeah, because like those suits will be competitive for. Well, maybe not GPO 1, but like GPO 3, GPO 2, both of them.
Yeah, that's still got top
The
score.
Gabera, all that stuff are going to be very. Oh, strike with the paragraph. By the way, Matthew Erkinson, Shin, and Zeta Almros said he and Brad Swale are good friends when I saw him at a con a few years ago. Apparently, VAs actually knowing and hanging out with each other isn't common. Hmm. Yeah, I kind of heard that.
Is that the other guy? Is that Brad Swell, the one who plays Char?
Brad
He played
Swale is the one who
Amuro in
plays
the Ocean
Amuro.
dub.
Ah,
Yeah, he's the original U.S. voice for Amuro.
I don't.
Well,
I don't know
I
all
don't know
the
if he's
voice actors' names.
yeah. Uh, Masala's transformation is in a constant state of pelvic thrust. Yeah, kind of. He just like I gotta go fast and like leans back super far while also putting his legs behind him to go fast. He just whoosh.
Oof.
Yeah, the big Titans Mark II. The only mission you get this on Camille. And also on every skin, the Titans Mark II is Camille's Mark II because it's the O3.
Oh, I love that. The melee attack,
Love
the
what?
dash attack that the
Oh,
Mark II has.
for the Mark II?
The
Yeah.
fucking spin is beautiful.
Yeah, Oliver, the GPO2 regular and MLRS are both really good. They're just both weak to melee. The GPO2 is weak to GPO3 melee, while the MLRS is weak to pretty much everyone's melee.
Oof.
I had a Mark II shave off like 2/3 of my health just melee attacking me, and I'm just like, wait. And then I proceeded to get up and Vulcan him to death, which, oof. The GPO2s with their just massively overpowered Vulcans.
Yep.
Just massive. Doing ridiculous damage with a ridiculous fire rate with a ridiculous stun rate.
Oh, wow.
It's fun to use though. I feel like they kind of blew their load with the GPs because they made them all overpowered with like weird gimmicks, with the exception of the regular O1.
Mm-hmm.
And now you like the Zeta suits are gonna have to either be just super responsive and have great priority and stuff like that to beat the GPs.
What do
Because
you...
GPs have dumb gimmicks.
Hey, Oliver, what do you mean if the Zuda is available? If you're talking about in this game, no. But in GBO2, yes.
GBO2, there are 2 Zudas.
Yes. The Zuda
Yes.
F. I love the buff the Zuda F got. It's actually decent now.
Yeah.
No,
I've been enjoying it.
Zuda F is unplayable. It doesn't have its snakeskin camo. Unplayable.
Hey, look, a Traco.
Oh, it's Masala time.
Yeah, goodbye, you pests.
Is this where you have to protect Bright Shuttle?
No.
Oh darn. Oh, that's true, Joey. If you equip the bazooka, the Mark II becomes Unit 2, which I think is Emma's.
I think. I can never remember.
And so I was reading, apparently Gundam Mark II Unit 4 is in a weird state of semi-canon.
I'm not surprised.
There's a Unit 4 made?
And it's like a Hi-Mo version. It's got different armor, and it's got like weird shoulder binders.
Is there a picture of this?
There is a model kit of this
Ooh.
that was made in model graphics, but then it was referenced in official Mark II source material, like one of the MS Bibles. It was referenced in like a story. Yeah, I'll see if I can find it. I
It's on
know.
the Gundam Wiki, apparently.
Yeah, and then Xeonic Scanlations had the excerpt talking about the Mark II Unit 4. I need to find that too. I'll just post it in general chat.
So is the Zuda F the one that doesn't go boom? Yes, that's the one that doesn't go boom.
Mm-hmm.
It's just harder to go boom.
I need to rewatch MSGGVZG. Though I've never seen it translated. I always watched it undubbed or not even with.
It's better to watch that sub.
I want to know what's up with the ghost green chick.
Okay, so that's like death in the Gravity Front. That's death.
Yeah.
That's her deal. She is death.
She's creepy looking.
Yeah. And there's the Mark II Unit 4 in your general chat. So.
Sweet.
And all of its weird model graphics colors. Now, if I can go to Xeonic Scanlation page, I'll try and find that excerpt they translated. That's a good group. I'm happy Bandai didn't just annihilate them.
Mm.
They kept him from translating Johnny Raiden anymore. But
that's why I haven't seen any more of that.
Yeah, they're like, nah, you can't translate this.
That
Go
makes
away.
me sad. I was really getting into it. I was wondering how that story was gonna end.
Yeah, I've seen pictures, and then like I've posted a couple times that Gelgoog Vertices, which is like Johnny Raiden's, like when he gets most of his memories back, mobile suit, which is like a weird cross between his Hi-Mo and a Regelg. But like the Regelg thrusters are a backpack that can like use movable thrust. It's super weird.
There's a Gunpla MG42 with 4 barrels.
That is the Gyaradoga's Gatling gun.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, the one that Quest uses?
Yeah, or no. The Gyaradoga, not the Yakdoga.
Oh. I always get those two fucking ones confused.
Yakdoga's for cool people, and Gyaradoga's a grunt. Alright, Xeonic Scanlation.
Do I think it will go in rotation again? I don't think it's hit Recycle Ticket Shop yet. I could be wrong.
The Zuda F?
Yeah,
I don't think it has. The Zuda is in the shop.
Though I don't see the Zuda F staying that out of the Recycle Ticket Shop much longer. I think it's got like a month or two left in it before it finally goes.
Sounds about right. I forget when it got added, but it was...
Yeah, the Dom Cannon just hit up the Recycle Shop, and I bought it so quick.
The Dom Cannon's a fun suit. I love using it.
It is.
I wish we can get the solitary cannon, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that what its name is? RX 178-4 Gundam Mark II Unit 4 Tempest. I like that name.
I don't think that's an official name.
Is it? Strike says MS Igloo is officially available in English now. Now, are you talking about English voice acting or is it subbed?
I'm pretty sure he means sub, because I don't imagine them dubbing something that old. That was already niche when it came out.
Did what weapon did Camille use during the rocket launch attack? When he had to
Which rocket
protect
launch attack?
when he had to protect the Kennedy spaceport.
I don't remember.
I'm pretty sure it was a beam rifle. Or was it the bazooka?
But I don't know, to be honest.
Not sure.
I just know Burn gets shit on super hard on the second one. Well, actually, not at Kennedy, but at Hickory, he gets shit on. At Kennedy, he's just kind of...
Nemo launching.
My boy Burns says, "Put your dukes up."
It does have a really cool melee animation.
Oh, okay. Here's the excerpt from Xeonic Scanlation. That shows they destroyed Unit 4.
Oh, they destroyed Unit 4.
It was destroyed in testing.
Ooh.
I guess there was an accident. But they never name it. They just show this, and it's like I said, it's a weird excerpt. They do call it Unit 4, but like they never say Gundam Mark II Unit 4, but all the pictures are of a Gundam Mark II.
Burn, could you like not? Ooh.
Yeah, they say the plot. It's from MS Graphica.
MS Graphica,
which is an official source.
So it's
it
is canon then.
It's canon, but this is its only reference, and since it's in a destroyed state, we technically don't know what it looks like.
Yeah. Oh, there goes
and also,
I'll try to save him.
But MS Graphica has had a few weird things, because I want to say they've put out designs that still aren't. But
fuck
I don't know. Gundam Canon's weird. It's always messed up.
Oh. You got my
especially since technically a new translation should be the canon version of Zeta.
Yeah.
Because it's the newest retelling, but it completely breaks the timeline.
I hear a lot of people actually don't like the movie versions.
Of Gundam or Zeta?
Both. Like you got the movie version of the 1 Year War, a lot of people I hear don't like, and then you got the new translation, which I haven't watched, so I can't comment on, but I've heard people don't like that one either.
New translation is definitely the more controversial. As far as I know, the movies, other than by like people who originally saw the anime, are much preferred. The only big differences are like the cutout of like the Adzam, the Texas colony fight with the Gian.
Can these rockets like go?
Because it does streamline it down, and it gets rid of a lot of the super robot stuff. Because I'm pretty sure this Gundam Hammer never shows up in the movies.
Which makes me sad, because a lot of people say, well, it's a dumb weapon design. Not really. I mean, not even shields are blocking that weapon. Not until you get to the GOG, anyway.
And then like the G armor is replaced by the core boosters and stuff like that, which it makes it more real robot, because that's pretty much Tomino's version of let's cut out the weird shit that was made for toys.
Yeah.
Little Bumblecube got all his shine stolen, and then you only find out that he dies in Char's Fleeting Affair, which is what shows it's based off the movie canon and not the anime canon.
Yeah. Abram Gaunt says, am I the only one who still likes Thunderbolt? I like the story, but I don't like the mobile suits. I love the music, though.
Yeah, great soundtrack.
Thunderbolt's cool. Strike says, I want Half Gundam. Half Gundam would be okay.
Yep. I've been saying that. I've always wanted the Half Gundam.
Don't bring up Half Zeta, though. I will slap somebody. Half Zeta is the stupidest thing of all time. Um, yeah, well, let's see, it's weird because a lot of stuff in Japan does have solid like canon. Like this is the canon for this show. It's mostly with their older franchises and mostly mecha that it's super weird because toys are like, nah, new toy time.
Mm-hmm.
At least even when the expanded universe was out, they tried to not conflict with other sources in the expanded universe. A new Gundam manga will come out and just completely contradicts them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, Rob, I keep watching your Go Boldy video, Go Boldy B videos, and goddamn, I would not want to fight you in that damn thing.
I do enjoy using
You
that.
go fucking apeshit in that damn thing.
The Baldi bait is fun.
Yeah, it is. It's faster
The
than
side
people give it
boob
credit
vents, though.
for.
The side boob vents, though, are like the most nonsensical venting device. Like, they're like right on the front side of the chest, and that makes no sense. But then again, the cockpit's on like what the left-hand side
Yeah.
of it, so it's super weird anyway. Yes, Joey says the original Mobile Suit Gundam movies are considered the canon version. All flashbacks and later series use the core boosters. Yes, that is true. But then MSVR
really?
comes out. Yeah, but then MSVR comes out with variants of the G Fighter.
Yeah, I mean, for years the official Sunrise position was that there was no canon. Every animated Gundam work was official, even the ones that contradicted the other works, and that's the only thing they were willing to, really say.
Yeah, until Tomino comes out. G-Reko's a sequel to Turn A, fight me, and they're super angry because it
Yeah.
wasn't supposed to be.
Yeah, sometime, and I think in some interviews it was a prequel instead of a sequel, and just, yeah.
Or like it just completely circumvented Turn A and was like a direct sequel to like Turn A's like in another UC timeline.
Mm-hmm.
But no, Tony's like 500 years later, done.
Uh-huh.
Which does make a lot more sense since Ameria is where Turn A takes place, and they're like one of the big antagonists.
Finish with Head Vulcans. So I like.
Psycho
See, talking about
Psycho
like
Gundam got boosted in this game.
Yeah,
I forgot. That
but
boy
talking
just
about
to
like
the
lore
moon.
with you guys, because you guys know, like I thought I knew a lot, but you guys seem to always like throw out knowledge I didn't know. So
I am definitely
fuck.
not perfect. I know enough to get me in trouble in certain areas, but I like to think I know the majority of it.
Oh shit.
Yeah, my a lot of my knowledge is outdated is the thing, because I last paid super close attention to all of this like 15-20 years ago, so
Yeah.
there's just stuff I do not really keep up on and do not know.
By the way,
And it
guys,
doesn't
I
help
hope you
that
guys
they
having a
keep-
fantastic weekend. By the way, I keep forgetting to say that.
I also don't like that every new manga right now is retconning the old versions of itself, like the Blue Destiny manga.
Mm-hmm.
That Blue Destiny manga is crazy. There's a Space Efreet and a full armor Blue Destiny that has a Gatling gun in the chest, which makes no sense.
Okay.
Yeah, like it removes one of the side vents and puts a Gatling gun there, like a big one.
Weird.
And it's like, how does it cool itself now that it has all of these massive new... It has like a giant beam cannon too. Let's not forget that. Like, how is it cooling itself?
Mm-hmm.
You took away half the cooling. That's what always they said. That's why the Jim G has two vents instead of the Gundam's little multi-launcher thing on its side. They're like, no, this is bad for cooling.
One thing I do
But
enjoy
then-
about it though, it does tie in all the side stories though.
Yeah, they're trying. But then you have stuff like Side Stories comes out, and it like ruins the soul of a couple of the series.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also, the Blue Destiny Unit 1 has a commander horn, and in some points of that new manga. Because Cluss is like, nah, Xeon aesthetic, though.
Okay.
It needs a commander fin. Put fins on everything, gotta style up on people. And all the new kits are based off the new manga. Like the new Blue Destiny and
fuck, I
free
got
kits
some
that
hops
came
there.
out. They're all based on the new manga.
Yeah, I understand that there's actually like a few like minor physical changes when the things go into exam mode now.
Yeah. Oh yeah, here you go, Rob. I'll put this in general chat. My boy's got a commander fin. He's styling up. Yeah, like there's like a part opening gimmick, kind of like the unicorn.
Yeah, like the
So
shoulders, I think, just widen out a little bit.
the leg thrusters pop out too.
Oh, okay.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah, so it's like well, it's like how Black Rabbit has a dream. Pretty much says the Banshee only has a split horn because of the Barzam 2,
What?
which has a
Okay.
Gundam. Yeah, it's super. There's like reference material that says, "Oh yeah, the split horn idea was first introduced by Mars Zeon." And it shows like a
Okay.
Barzam 2, and its face opens up, and it's a Gundam, and you're like, "What? It's a Barzam. Why?"
Yeah.
But yeah, Black Rabbit Had a Dream is wild as fuck. These designs are out there. Like I said, there's a construction bound dock that turns into a truck.
That one
hover
just
truck.
that part doesn't make any sense to me. Like,
How did they get a bound dock, and then how did they turn it into a truck? My boy's a Constructicon. And the Humrubby makes no sense, because it turns into like an excavator, and it's like, you are a Constructicon. Like, why? You're just orange. But yeah, I put the BD, the manga version, when it's a little commander horn.
I see it now.
Yeah, look at that. I got a horn. I'm styling. and also, let's not forget, there's Blue Destiny Unit 0 now.
That was always a thing,
Of
though, wasn't
course.
it?
No, it was not. BD1 was the first Federation version until it's like, nah, this gym, though. This gym that has no weapons.
Fuck it,
But yeah, the Ifrit just got added to Gundam Breaker Mobile, and it is the manga/new kit version instead of the one that's in GBO. So people are like, why does this look different than the one in GBO? It's because they're technically two different designs.
Yeah.
Because the Ifrit in the model kit and Gundam Breaker Mobile stores its swords on its back instead of its hips. And its face is a different proportion. I mean, it looks good. It's tight. It's also Space Ifrit.
I wonder how in GBO they're gonna balance the big hyper mega cannon that the Zeta gets for ground. Like, this thing is ridiculous.
They probably won't let you use it on ground. Like, but if they're trying to keep to it, but I can see them being like, nah, it's fine. Just use it like a big Zoc cannon. Yeah, side story, The Blue Destiny 2015. That's where all these crazy, just nonsensical stuff come. And also, a couple things from MSVR show up, like the Goof Tactical Arms and the Goof weird Indian name I can't pronounce.
Yeah, I can't pronounce that one either, but like the Goof, I've been wanting the Goof Tactical type to be added into GBO so bad.
Oh, also, there's Stealth BD1.
Oh, Christ.
They paint it black and give it a cloak. And we'll put that in general chat, too. So for people who are following along and want to look this up, go to like Gundam Wiki and look up the 2015 Blue Destiny manga. Wild. My man's wild. They're like, oh, everyone's getting big mega particle cannons and stuff? I got you, fam. Oh, this is also where the Gym Dominance comes from, which is probably the coolest thing to come out of this manga.
Yep. I do like its
Dominance
design.
is hype. Yeah, Gym Dominance is hype. That's good stuff there.
It's not overdone either, too. That's the best part.
Now Oki is the one who did the Mechanicals designs. I can't remember what other Gundam stuff he's done, but he has done a lot of other Gundam stuff. He's the one in charge of this. But yeah, I'll post this. This is RD's favorite suit. He wanted this to come to GBO so bad. Would this come to GBO so bad? But yeah, and there in all of its nonsensical glory is the full armor BD1 in general chat.
Okay.
It's so bad. And Sev, that's not quite the same one. That's the space type. Yeah, that's closer. And it has little grip arms. But yeah, the BD1 dual-wielding beam rifles.
Yeah, I was wrong about the points needed. For a 5-star suit, you need 50,000 points.
Oof.
Whoa.
Oof. That's a lot of
I'm not
points.
missing a lot for missing that 9,000 points.
Oof.
No. But yeah, full armor BD1 should not function. It'd have to be wired to a base with as much beam output as it's putting out.
Yeah. Because its generator ain't that powerful, to be honest.
It's got the gun cannon to shoulder cannon, dual full armor Gundam beam rifles.
The double beam rifles?
Yeah, and then on its shoulders it has the ground Gundam missile pods.
Okay.
That's too much.
And then in its chest a giant like Alex-sized Gatling gun, but instead of a 3-barrel, it's like a 6-barrel.
By the way, the full armor slave wraith. I didn't know the Gatling gun came from a stolen Goof custom shield.
Yeah, it's pretty high. The slave wraith is definitely taking the field modification stuff and going, because then they just like dual wield, or they take two 100mm machine guns and like attach it to the shield because they don't have any beam weapons. So they're like, 100mm, let's go.
I'm surprised that's not back in the game yet. I'm really waiting for that. Though I'm
Yeah, I'd like
worried
to get
about
that because
how bad they're gonna nerf it though.
I missed out on it for side stories. No, side stories.
Oh, side stories?
I didn't get the code in time before it expired.
I haven't played side stories yet.
It's pretty good. I mean, it's enjoyable.
Did you finish all of it, Rob? I don't remember.
I don't remember either. I want to say that by the time I was getting around to finishing it, like I wound up with Gundam Breaker 3 or GBO2 or something that wound up being more popular and never got back to all of it.
Yeah,
but
I liked watching those playthroughs.
Yeah, I'd like to do more like that when I have the time.
The only thing that really
software installed on this new PC.
Yeah, the only thing that really got to me about the
it was Matt and the Zaku 2.
No, like... well, yes, that, but also like on the hard missions, the AI would literally just have infinite boost and boost from one corner of the map, next corner of the map, next corner of the map, and they do like a triangle pattern, and I thought that was dumb because basically the only way you could catch them is doing a super move.
Yeah, it's artificial difficulty essentially.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and it's not they're like, oh, we don't want to make a bullet sponge, so just give them infinite boost.
Yeah. Yes.
But
yes,
that
Eric.
red.
No. Listen to what Eric says. A full armor ball. We need it.
Wouldn't that just be the ball 133 type that we talked about last time?
Yeah, I guess so. Though I'm a little pissed off that they didn't give the ball and the Ogo what do you call them? Boost. I don't understand why they didn't allow them to boost.
I think that's just supposed to keep it like comparable to the tank.
Yeah.
In other games.
I mean, the ball does have boost in one regard in that it can tackle, but that's about it.
Yeah, the Ogo can tackle too. But I prefer the Ogo over the ball anyway because it's got just
the Ogo is a better design, technically. Yeah. Like on a technical level, because the Ogo wasn't a repurposed civilian pod. It was like literally a response to the ball from Zeon.
Plus, Zaku machine gun and 4-2 missile launcher.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is based off like the 280mm bazooka, but all stubby.
Yep.
So they're like 280mm like low velocity rockets, which still that would be good for anti-shipping.
All right, gentlemen, and if there's any ladies in the chat, the reason possible ladies, if you identify as one. The reason I'm not going after 4 is due to the fact if you don't kill her, you get a secret mission or you branch off a mission. So I don't want to kill her. I want to keep her alive.
Okay, I finally found the line art for the Ifrit custom space type. Because Sev linked a model kit, but there wasn't quite the right proportion. There was a custom kit.
Jared,
but pretty much the same design. No, kill Jared. Kill Jared now. Before he keeps using the Barland until the end of the series.
I accidentally shot 4 because my reticle wanted to lock onto her, not Jared.
Mm-hmm.
So the Ifrit space type basically gets propellant tanks, and not the Goof Gatling shield, but the little Goof 3-barrel machine gun that is on its forearm.
Yeah. On
both arms. And some thrusters and all kinds of good stuff. But yeah, so finally a space Ifrit after 30 years? Almost 40? And also there's a weird, like, the Ifrit was Cross Dimensions 0079 was its first appearance.
Yeah, so about 92, so yeah, man, it has been almost 30 years.
Yeah, but no love for the Ifrit. Yeah. And also there's a weird Saikamu Zaku that looks like the Ifrit. And I can't
yeah, I seen that just the other day. I'm like, what the What is this? And it's apparently a precursor to the Bishop series.
Yeah, it's not the MSN01 Saikamu Zaku, but it's a comparable design.
Yeah.
Perhaps the MSN01 High Mobility or something. I'm gonna try and find it.
It's got like it's got the same color scheme as the Haimo Saikomu Zaku.
Well, that's just a Saikamu Zaku, because the Saikamu Zaku comes after the Bishop. It's first
Yeah.
the Bishop, then the Saikamu Zaku, and then the
Oh my god.
Zeon.
Nemo, get out of my way.
I like that the Ifrit's finally getting some love since 0081 came out. Around the same time Unicorn. It's finally getting a bunch of different versions.
Yeah.
The Ifrit was always cool. Like, it predates the, I want to say it predates the Goof Custom as well.
It does. Oh, fucking Nemo. Nemos, why do you gotta suck in this game?
Because they're Nemos.
What? How
They're
about the
literal
Zaku 2 F2000? No, let's get that out of here.
Zaku 2 F2000, the Gumpla that breaks itself apart because it's too strong.
I do love its design though. So fucking stupid. It's got just a bunch of weapons.
Strong.
If anything, we're not going to probably get that. We'll probably get the full bullet Zaku before we get that.
Man, I'm trying to find that Ifrit Zaku thing, but it's not listed in the development tree of the Bishop. Oh, no, here it is. Is this it? Is this finally the girl that I have been searching? Yes. It is the YMS-06 Saikamu test type.
Okay.
Or early test type Zaku. That's how they worded it. Which I believe this is what Marion Welch used in the... Yeah, it's what Marion Welch used in the new Blue Destiny manga. So it is like a literal development of the Ifrit, even though it's not listed as one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also going in the general chat. Has giant bits. Like the Gundam NetX would be proud. Just giant bits. Enormous.
I'm kind of wondering if we'll get the Dam Shui in the game.
Oh, it's weird because CDA is not. It's in a weird place in canon.
Yeah.
So I don't know if we will, but it'd be nice to see that and the Black Shroud, which is the development of the Schweiss. But yeah, so I call him test type Zaku, even though it's actually a freak.
Fucking R1, Jared, get out of here.
Yeah, Byerline.
Like I said, there's so many animations they could have used for like counter animations from this game for GBO2, and I'm a little sad they didn't.
I agree. I just want the Byerline to get put in GBO and just flex on every good fly type.
That's what it's gonna do.
I'm you, but stronger.
Well, I'm surprised we haven't received the version 2. The fucking...
The 8th MS Team version.
Well, that one and the one before that one.
Yeah. So this one was shown in Zeta. The other one is like a development of the Goof Heavy Arms type, and like can't carry anything. It's just finger Vulcans, and also not a big improvement. So I don't know if we'll ever see that one because I don't know how they'd make it different. But then you got the 8th MS Team one, Chad, even though it was technically like not funded by Xeon, and that was just Gideon's side project.
Yeah.
My boy says, I need stuff to fly. Which, you know, to be fair, only successful Goof fly type. It can actually fly.
Kind of hoping we get the Zaku 1 Q type also.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
I don't mean to... I don't want to kill 4. I accidentally shot her. She's going to end up fucking... Oh, she's dead.
Oof. Well, you just do that mission again.
Yeah. Jared, this is your fault, you piece of shit. Jared is a piece of shit.
Oh, yeah.
He kind of is.
As me and Mcleod were saying last week, Rob, Jared is probably the worst Gundam...
rival.
Yeah, in the entire series.
He's the worst rival.
Mm-hmm.
The most he ever does to hurt Camille is shoot like his mom,
Yeah.
which is rough. but that's
Yeah.
also super initiating. And Camille proceeds to then kill every woman Jared has any sort of affection to.
Mhm.
Proceeds to just
Faux dead.
yeah, proceeds to just kill everyone.
Cold blood.
Mhm.
Man, Crossbone Gundam Dust is wild. Someone just posted a screenshot from it, and I don't even know what this is. I'm gonna post it in general chat, and Crossbone Gundam Dust wild, man. What is this? What is this, Rob? Tell me.
Okay, let me see.
Oh, that is
What
definitely
is?
not Armor's voice.
Mm.
What? Yeah, what? I mean, that's all I got.
Yeah,
Is what?
What are you guys talking
what
about?
is
Because I
this?
can't look at it.
What is this Neo Genesis Evangelion looking starfish thing?
Yeah, that's pretty much it exactly. I.
It has a mouth.
Uh-huh.
Is this an
It's
actual alien?
would not surprise me at this point because I don't know what else it would be.
Crossbow Gundam Dust wild because that's the Phantom's pilot down there. That dude in the pilot suit. That's the Phantom's pilot from Crossbone Gundam Ghost. Fort
Okay.
Oh, jeez.
Bond, I think it is.
Hmm.
Let's see if this. Okay, no, it just says the author never or the artist never disappoints. Yeah, I don't know what this is. Crossbone Gundam Dust 2 out there.
Yeah.
I need to watch Gundam Double X. I have never seen the series, but I do like a.
Or just X, not
Or-
Double X. Double X is a mobile suit.
Well, I like its design. Plus, it was one of my
Oh, the
favorite.
Yeah,
mobiles.
Double X is hype. Double X is like Wing Zero, but better.
Hmm.
Oh shit! Nice combo, Amaro. Oh fuck! Here comes Jared.
Yeah, X turned up the power on its mobile suits to on par with Wings, but gave them like they can only do it under certain circumstances.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which
That
I like.
X is my favorite
because-
series.
Yeah.
Yeah, X is my favorite series. And
It's a good series.
there was a new prequel put out for a possible sequel with
Really?
the Japanese collector's Blu-ray set for like $600.
Hmm.
Basically, Canard Paris shows up with a Gundam Vertigo hybrid that they made for him and gives Garrett a new X Gundam
Okay.
in alternate colors, which are apparently going to both are appearing in SD Gundam Crossways as DLC.
Nice.
Ow. Amaro, why you do this? I was about to kill Jared.
So this weird Vertigo Gundam hybrid bird thing.
Void.
It also has a commander fin. And then Garrett's X is just an X, but with a slightly different blue. Instead of the dark blue, it's like a light blue.
So
He's like,
I asked Mcleod this earlier this week, but Rob, if you were in the AUG and you were given down a hand-me-down suit, like say the Galgug or whatever miscellaneous suits they would have, what would you want to be stuck with, and how would you customize it?
Okay, that is a difficult question, but I probably would go with the Gelgug just because I always like that design, and at this point I'm fairly familiar with it. And in terms of customization, I think if I was going to have to fight, some of the stuff we're seeing here, mostly I would want more speed.
More speed.
Yeah, as much as I could possibly get onto the thing.
Well, I feel like the Galgug, even speed-wise, I don't see how. I mean, like, I feel like it's fast enough to keep up, especially if you customize it like Johnny Ryden's one, where it had the Galgug's shoulders on its backpack.
Yeah.
Mine, I feel like I gotta go back and do that mission I keep forgetting to do, but whatever. Oops. I forgot how Mcleod said he'd customize his, but mine would be I feel like mine would be more simplistic, where I'm like, because I would say like, okay, so I defected from Xeon to AUG because I don't like Haman because she's a crazy ass bitch.
Mm-hmm.
I think I would go with like a modified like 100mm machine gun, longer barrel, kind of like make it a heavy machine gun. in a term, in a way. Box magazine. Apolly, this is how you're gonna get shot if you don't fucking move away from the enemy.
Yeah, no, he's gonna get shot.
Yeah. But my shield would probably either be like one stolen off a gym or eventually a Nemo, and then probably just a Gym 2 beam rifle. Fucking Christ. Melee weapon would either. Why are you facing through that ship? Would be either a stolen beam saber, and if the Neganata is still working, then that.
I mean, to be honest, if you're just fighting grunts, like super late, like United Maintenance Plan Gelgoogs and other things would be on par with the Nemo already.
Yeah.
It's just they would probably be less reliable because like they're not running the same frame and stuff like that. Like there's no spare parts. But like the Gelgoog Jaeger, significantly better than any Federation grunt suit at the time.
Yeah. And even then, I feel like the Jaeger would pretty much outperform everything. Even the Marasai, I feel like it'd be able to outperform.
It would be on par with everything up to the Barzam, I feel. Because even if stuff begins to outdo it in mobility, the Jaeger still can snipe. Like, it has more range than the other suit would have. But yes, and going to General Chap, I posted the Gundam Novelle, which is the Briturgo weird hybrid thing. And then Garrett's new X Gundam, which, now that I look at it, does have different shoulders. It's got more radiators on it.
Huh.
Yeah, that's from Afterwar Gundam X, New Prologue, I think it's called.
Okay.
Afterwar Gundam X. Next Prologue, not new, next. It shows, like, older Garrett and older T. Like, I want to say this is, like, 2 or 3 years after the anime.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a 64-page manga written by Koichi Tokaida, which I believe is due to did the original Afterwar Gundam X. Was only in the 2018 Memorial Box Blu-ray set. And I have not found a translation online. I cannot find one. If anyone has one, please give it to me.
I like how I can one-shot the Barzan, but I cannot one-shot the Marasai.
Yeah.
Marasai's better.
To be honest, yeah. Now, Barzam Refined Type says nah. But regular Barzam, yeah. Man, I would like for there to be an F-War Gundam X sequel, but I would imagine there would never be one.
Yeah.
Although the model kits are popular, so that's the big driving factor. Because like with the Build Diver stuff, the 2 Mao X Gundams sold pretty well, I guess.
Let's start some different lines real quick.
So I would like to see.
Emma. Oh yeah, Emma does get the Rick Deus, don't she? I forgot about that.
Yeah, she pilots it. She pilots Quattro's Rick Diaz and gets its arm blown off by the Masala, and she's like, "No, I can still land." And Quattro's like, "Shut up and go back to the ship. You suck."
Like, I know she's a newer pilot, but like, I hate how incompetent like 2/3 of the Zeta pilots are.
So here's the thing: Emma's an elite pilot. Like she was handpicked. She's not even new. Like she's not 1-year war veteran, but she's not new. She's a crowning achievement of Titan's pilot training.
She still sucks.
And she sucks. Yeah, like the three confirmed test pilots, like the best of the best the Titans wanted to put on that Mark II program. Jared, Kakrikon, and Emma. Oof.
Oh, that's a cool little attack, that little slide. That's neat.
Oh, yeah. I remember using that one, or enjoying using that one.
I can't remember. Is the Rick Deus' Beam Saber yellow in GBO?
I don't own one. I can't confirm.
Because I know...
I want to say it is. But
I know the Gym 2's isn't, because even though it's supposed to be, and then...
The Gym 2 is using the Unicorn version, which has a pink beam saber.
Yeah.
The Nemos in Unicorn have a pink beam saber. Omega 4474. No, the Marsai has not come out yet, unfortunately.
No, we're still waiting on that.
John Smith fake name likes to point out that not all mobile suits are compatible with each other. That's true until the Grips conflict,
Yep.
where Anaheim Electronics is making literally 3/4 of all mobile suits to roll out. And like the Gyaradoga can use the Jagen's replica. You even see in Unicorn, the Unicorn uses a weapon that was meant for the Kshatriya. They're both
Yep.
made by Anaheim. So like 1 Year War, yes. But with a retrofit to the hand plugs, which is like they show that in Ace MS Team that mobile suits to use weapons with a targeting system. Like they have little plugs in their hands that the weapon would link to.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Though with an OS with an operating system upgrade, they probably could.
Oh, here comes Rocco again. Oh. Oh boy, I forgot how fast Messala was.
Seth says the Beam Saber is green in GBO2 for the Rick Diaz.
Really?
Yeah, I remember. Maybe it was you talking about it, Jacob, but I remember seeing something where somebody was talking about there were a lot of problems with the Rick DS in GBO2 that basically came from the fact that it was based on the high grade kit, because the on the high grade kit the eye and the Beam Saber blade were on the same part of the clear runner, so
they were on the same runner.
Yeah, both wound up being green. And also, like, the specific way the Vulcans work on the model in game is only the way they're shown on the model kit, and doesn't quite match the animation.
Yeah, that did not come from me, and that seems interesting. That makes sense, because that would be the thing Bandai would want them to use. It's the newest version.
Yeah.
It's why they're not using the anime version of the Hijack custom. They're using the Unicorn design.
Mm-hmm.
Joey says the Barzam sucks so much that the PSP battle game swapped it out for the more obscure, refined Barzam instead. Yeah, because Barzam's weird. The regular Barzam's weird. It makes no sense. Oh, it's a direct development of the Mark II. It looks nothing like the Mark II at all. It's even shorter. Like,
I think it just uses a modified inner frame of it, in it, or no? Fuck off, Isaac.
To be honest, the regular Barzam, I don't know. The regular Barzam sucks. The Bar Gym's kind of funny.
I can't remember the design of the Bar Gym. I've heard of it, but I haven't seen it.
They take a regular Barzam and like put a fucking Gym 3 visor on it, because like, oh look, it's not the Titans anymore. It's Federation.
Ta-da!
Yeah, it's kind of like that Federation Big Zam in Rebellion.
Ugh, I'm still reading that manga.
Federation Big Zam. Yeah, Federation Big Zam says, I want to know how that fight ends, because does God just nuke it?
I don't remember.
Like it's rolling out of the hangar, because like the admiral on the Birmingham, I can't remember his name. He's like, oh, we got him now. The Big Zam's coming. It's gonna demoralize all the Xeon that are coming to attack us, because this was a symbol of Xeon, and now it's the Federation's.
A goof spawned in. What the fuck?
Omega says that backward shot in the Hyakushiki, though. Yes.
Yeah.
Big backward shots. Unfortunately, it's super wonky unless they are directly behind you.
Yep. I pulled off 3 of them in a row, so.
There you go.
My
You're
phone's
still in
about to die.
hijack, Salty.
Yeah, I'm good at doing that.
Yeah, I mean, everyone is.
Give me a second, guys. I gotta reach over and get my phone charger because my phone's about to die. That's the only way I'm reading comments here. Oh, whoa.
Yeah, WD3 Rebellion is pretty cool, because it tries to mix in everything that was, like, immediately to the end of the 1 Year War to the start of the Delaz conflict. Like, the Special Forces use a mass production G-line called the Full Custom that basically looks like a Jesta, but is just all the G-line parts put together. Very cool. It's piloted by like an aggressor squadron. That like there's a couple Xeon defectors that they're using to like read the
Jesus Christ.
the special emblems that the Xeon would use. Like, oh hey, over here's a safe house. Over here is
so
a
that's
trap.
not gonna work. Big sad.
What's not gonna work?
My charger doesn't jive with the computer too much, so my phone's gonna have to be shut off. Big sad.
I mean, you're not using your mic through your phone, right?
No.
Okay.
So I'm gonna have to play it this way, which is gonna be a little pain in the ass.
Yeah, G-Line full customs. G-Line full customs cool. I want them to add that.
It'd probably be the support type, which I'm still surprised that the.
Well, no, it doesn't. It does have dual beam cannons, but it's more like a. I think it'd be more like the standard. I don't think there would be a support type G-Line. The only one that plays like a support should have been the assault type, but
yeah.
Fuck me. There's not a way I can put this. Oh well.
I'd rather not.
Fuck, I'm screwing this all up now.
Yeah, the G-Line full custom is a Chadley boy. The RX-81 FC. It kind of looks like a 1 year war version of the Jester. It really does, because it's got a weird visor and everything.
Doesn't it keep two beam scythes in its knees?
Short ones. They're super stubby. It's basically they hold it kind of reverse grip.
Yeah.
And they just use it to slash, like an actual military knife. They use it to slash when they make like a punching motion. It's cool. It's cool stuff. If you haven't seen it, Rob, I'll throw it in the general chat.
Okay.
So they're basically saying this is one of the first mass production mobile suits to eclipse the Gundam.
Well, one of the first ones to do that was the Geo Sniper too.
It was on par with the Gundam.
Well, most articles I've read show have it.
It was better. It was better in thrust. I remember that much, but yeah, because the G-Line is so adaptable. It's got weird little grappling hooks too.
It's got grappling hooks.
Grappling hooks and twist.
Okay.
And then from a page in the manga where Ko sees because eventually this group gets assigned to the Albion.
And somehow that ends up on Earth.
No, that's the
Grey Phantom.
The Grey Phantom.
I always get those two mixed up.
Yeah, we don't know how that survived the nuking at Solomon, but it then somehow ends up on Earth.
Okay.
While the Blanc Revel is in a shadowy organization run by Gop in 0091 is still flying around. So that kind of puts a damper on the theory that the Titans scuttled all remaining Pegasus class to keep them out of the hands of the AU.
Yeah.
So we literally don't know what happened to the Grey Phantom, which is there. Chairman Gop has the Blanc Revel, which is my favorite Pegasus class. We don't know what happens to the Thoroughbred, the Troy Horse, the Pegasus 2.
A lot of them.
White Base Junior, which is actually never pictured.
I didn't know there was a junior version.
But exists somewhere.
Like, I don't mind the Pegasus class airships, but the one I do have a problem with is White Base due to the fact it's just so stubby looking.
Yeah, so White Base and White Base Junior are the only ones that are completed to the Flight 1 specification, which is just like the regular White Base. Flight 2 is stuff like the Thoroughbred, the Blanc Revel. No, that's like Flight 4 is the Albion. Flight 3 is the Troy Horse, Grey Phantom looking one. So yeah, I think the Thoroughbred and like Blanc Revel will be like Flight 2.
That kick covers a good distance.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look that up to double check. Yeah, Yakushiki's strong. Mark II Yakushiki are slept on in this game a little bit. Everyone's like, oh, Zeta, oh, double Zeta. Like, nah. They're strong. Still not as strong as the original Gundam, though. Original Gundam get that fat love.
Omega 4474, that's not removed in AU vs Titans, which I'm completing right now on my own, so I know what the fuck's going on. Because it's all in Japanese, and I don't read it, so I don't know what I'm doing. Playing a little bit like Rob Light. He was wondering, he's a little upset that they took out the grunt missions out of this game.
Yeah, I like the flow, and Aid versus Titan uses the same flow as Federation versus Zeon.
Yeah.
But at the same time, and also the Seed versus games go back to that.
Eric Altman says, "Why did we get the G-Line but not 7th Gundam?" We don't know. We didn't even get the 7th Gundam in GBO 1, which is to me upsetting because the 7th Gundam it plays like any other Gundam. It's gonna play like it.
now that we're past, uh, now that we're past 0083, because the seventh Gundam was on par with like the GPO-1
Yeah.
and early, like there's no excuse for it to not be in here. Like
Yeah.
it will be overshadowed by later Zeta suit.
Fucking Eric Altman
What-
says for his custom suit, he's like an Archive custom, high mobility pack, Gatling shield, Naginata.
Ooh.
I like that. I like that.
Yeah, I used to see one where they had a list of the flights. Because, like, there's Flight 1, Flight 2, Flight 3, Flight 4. No, that's right. Albion is Flight 3, but was delayed, so it came out last. And then Flight 3 is the Grey Phantom and Troy Horse.
Hmm.
And then Flight 2 is, like, the Thoroughblade and the Blanc Revel.
Well,
And then they never show the Pegasus either. The Pegasus is the first ship of the line. It's eventually assigned to Luna 2, but they never show it.
Hmm.
The white base junior makes an appearance in Char's deleted affair carrying the G3. So that's the white base that comes with the G3 and Char's deleted affair.
and then the G3 gets one shot by an MMP-80.
Yeah, it's also used by Xeon double agent, so that's super weird too. And then the Blanc Revel is showing up a lot because it's also used in Gundam The Ride a Boa Ku carrying the G3, which the G3 gets around, I guess. The Thoroughbred's pretty well covered. Troy Horse, sister ship of the Grey Phantom. An unnamed 74, and was never completed. Always used to repair the white base at Jaburo.
Yeah.
And then there's the Grey Phantom, the Stallion, and then the final ship of the Pegasus class is the Albion.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that just thinking about Age versus Titans reminded me. Maybe one of you guys has an answer. Maybe somebody in the chat does. I've been trying to run Omni versus Zaft 2 Plus on PCSX2. And it runs okay, except there's always just a little bit of lag whenever anything explodes. Just everything slows down, and sound is just really kind of weird when it happens. It's like, it's the explosion sound effect in slow motion, and it's just bizarre.
That happens on Federation versus Xeon for me. Like, I have that exact problem. So I think that might just be the engine.
Yeah,
that hasn't happened for me, but it does happen a lot in Xeonic Front. Xeonic Front.
Okay, yeah, because just I was hoping there might be a solution for that, just because it is kind of distracting. Because otherwise the game runs great, and that it's the same problem I had on my old PC, and I just figured it was not smart enough to really run this at full tilt. But there is no way that is true of this computer.
Yeah.
And yeah, so just there's if either that's just how the emulator deals with it, or there's something I can adjust, and I haven't figured out what it is yet.
Yeah, I have that problem on my PS2 copy of Federation vs. Xeon, so I wonder if that's an engine thing that only appears every once in a while.
Could do.
Because something blows up and like literally everything slows down and the music kind of freaks out.
Yeah, I did. That is a game I actually played on a real PS2, so I know that did not happen, generally at the time. But
Oh fuck! I forgot I had that.
Yeah, that's weird. And also, continuing to read, apparently another Pegasus class appeared, which I have the manga. I never knew its name. In the Missing Link manga that's carrying the Pale Rider Cavalry, it's named the Forrestal, which is super weird because that's an American aircraft carrier.
Well,
like everything else, like the White Base, the Albion, the Grey Phantom, the Stallion, like stuff like that, and then just the Forrestal out of nowhere. It's like naming something the Enterprise, like.
Well, Fox, so you know, the several Archives actually did have Gatling cannons in the arms. They would switch out the missile pod or the megaparticle cannons for them. Same with the Jawagu.
One with the Gatling cannon appears in the 8th MS team. That was a field modification that would be performed. That's how they explain how the one in the 8th MS team is shooting bullets instead of cannon rounds.
So I would definitely wish we could have for the Akai ability to switch out our mega particle cannons for something else like that, or the Joagu should have its machine cannons for its arms. Like, I don't know. I think that would be pretty neat if you ask me.
That's so weird. It's named the Forestal.
Oh,
That's
this is the
super
This is
weird.
the map I get the Hyper Mega Bazooka thing for the Hyakushiki,
Ah, nice.
Oh, nice.
whatever its name is.
Mega Bazooka Launcher.
Mega Bazooka. So stupid. The animation though for when you boost with it's pretty cool.
Oh, yeah.
That's awesome.
And then, as a final fun fact that probably everyone knows about the Pegasus class, the Pegasus name and white base get switched around in the novel.
Mm-hmm.
The novel, it's the white base class ship Pegasus instead of the Pegasus class ship white base.
Yeah.
This this thing shoots such a big beam.
Well, yeah, it's a Twinkie.
Oh, Rekro, let's not do that again.
Rickaroo. What was that? Rickaroo.
Rekro needs to stop getting in front of my shots. I remember failing this mission because she was stupid and kept doing that.
Yeah, Eric, the ACM S Team Ek guy super loved punching things.
Which I'm fine with. Which still
it's just
pisses
like,
me off
nah.
that in GBO2 it's a ranged raid, even though all its damage options are melee.
Why is it shooting a pink beam?
Why isn't it shooting a pink beam?
It should be shooting a yellow beam. I just noticed it, like, nah, that's not right.
Robin, would you use this big weapon if you had the chance?
What, Mega Bazooka Launcher?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I like that this weapon survives the Grips conflict and makes it all the way to Unicorn.
Yeah.
Like this specific weapon.
Then shortly gets destroyed after.
Yeah, I mean it's hard to beat funnels and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, Rekro, why would you do this?
I was kind of thinking if we got another map in a large space map in GBO2, I'd like to see the Mega Bazooka Launcher show up, but with the catch that, you know, as they did at one point in the series, you have to have one mobile suit to power it and one to fire it.
I would be fine with this.
That's what the Messis' main purpose was.
Mm-hmm.
Huh, Ibram brings up an interesting point. There's apparently a ship in Gundam called the Grey Ghost that is a reference to the USS Enterprise, and I don't know which Gundam ship is the Grey Ghost. I know the Grey Phantom. Oh, Grey Phantom.
Yeah.
It's not Grey Ghost,
Hey,
it's Grey Phantom.
Rob, Bright says check your video settings and make sure the hack for Gundam games is on.
Okay.
Han Banana's like, oh god, I've killed Rekro so many times by accident on this mission. Glad I'm not the only one. Alderaan
the Grey
Reese.
Phantom's the one.
Huh?
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Alderaan Reese, he's like, cool custom suit is the Shuzum Gallus with the backpack and beam daggers.
Yeah, so here's the thing about the Shrizm Gallus. It literally should not function in space.
That's the one. That's the punching one, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
that
that
has
one-
no thrusters
That
anywhere
one
on its
pisses
body.
me off so fucking bad because it makes no sense. You got to be a ballsy man to pilot a mobile suit that has no thrusters in space.
It's literally a suicide machine. It's literally a suicide machine.
Though
It'd be better. It'd be better if it was a bomb. Like they just self detonated.
Yeah.
It'd be better.
Low key, I'm really hoping we do get it in GBO2 because I really want to.
With no boost.
Yeah, no boost, but
No
fucking
boost, but it can always dodge roll.
Always dodge roll, but insane fucking melee capabilities.
Yeah.
What suit are you looking for, Rob?
Oh man. There's a bunch of things I'm still wanting to see. DJ being one.
Yep.
Do you think we'll get two versions of the DJ?
What, like maybe the normal one and the SER?
Well, you got the narrative one, which is, I think it removes the back fins and adds a bunch
No,
of new thrusters. No, it didn't?
No, I'm pretty sure it's just repainted
I can't
because
remember.
I'm gonna look it up. The same three Dejas also appear in Plot to Assassinate Giran, but in their
Hmm.
regular colors. Because some of Giran's elite guard defect to Anaheim Electronics, and that's what they pilot during the Grips conflict. Or three Dejas.
I love the Deja's design.
And
Oh,
I'll plug it. I'll plug it again. Like the Plot to Assassinate Giran is a really good. If you can find it somewhere, read it.
well, I need to play that, and I still need to. What's that fucking game? Jim was always on about.
The Plot to Assassinate Giran is a manga.
I'm on my brain's not working. What the fuck is that
You're
game
fine.
he was talking about? Gyron's Greed.
Giran's
Giran's
Greed, yeah,
Greed?
that's an act.
I have.
Like some of them are translated, other ones aren't. It depends on which version, because technically Zeonic Front's a Giran's Greed game in
Is it?
Japan. Yes,
Really?
it's called Giran's Greed. I'm gonna look that up too. But yeah, no, I just found the Deja. No, it still has its fin thrusters
Okay.
or its fin binders. It's just its proportions are different. Yeah, that's a good fight. That Deja fight in the start. That's strong.
Come here,
Strong
why
boy.
you do this? I'll swear
Speaking
to God,
of
your
mobile
name
suits-
isn't. Huh?
Speaking of mobile suits that didn't get love forever, there are so many Deja variants now.
Is there?
Well, there's Char's Rick Deja. There's Amuro's Rick Deja, which has like 3 versions. There's
Get
the
'em.
one in narrative, which is the first time it's been animated since. Oh no, it appeared in Build Fighters for like one scene, but it's the first time it's been in a non-Gunpla show since Zeta Gundam.
He's
Yeah.
talking about. Bright says that his Fallout 76 is ready to play. By the way, if you want to play it.
Yes, he hit me up. I currently can't play anything right now, but I
Yeah.
can talk on the stream.
Punching MS is a waste of resources. No, it is not. Give me all the punches.
But yeah, I like how Char's Deja's got a Psycho Frame cockpit. That's so stupid. Yeah, since neither of you have seen it, I will post it. I'll post like it's from MSVR. So I don't know the exact references, but Char happens upon the Blanc Revel while they're searching for the Chimera, the ship, the Chimera, and Char's like, it's
Chimera.
time to test. The Chimera is the home ship of the Chimera Corps.
Oh,
Which is what, like,
yeah,
Johnny
yeah,
Wright-
yeah.
It's a Zanzibar that has a catapult, basically. And Char's like, it's time to test, and then like the girl from Twilight Access, his engineer's like, oh, take it easy. He's like, nah. Yeah, Char's just like, it's time to, and he just like wipes out the Blanc Revel's like regular MS force, just
Yeah.
annihilates it.
I did enjoy Char's little performance in the Perfect Xeon getting Char's deleted affair because he just shit stomps everybody in it.
Yeah, but this isn't like pre-Quattro Char. This is suave older Char.
Like before the movie.
Yeah, Johnny Raiden either takes place in 0090 or 0091. I don't remember. So this is like they literally have a scene where like Char's representatives are meeting with backers and they're showing him like the plans for the Muska class cruisers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like, we need funding to build this. Yeah, so Char, this is like right when before Char becomes like the supreme leader. Like, he's still the leader, but he hasn't like made the nation in Sweetwater yet.
Yeah.
So this is like him just being out here with his cool Deja that has prototype Gyaradoga stuff on it.
Which is another suit I can't wait
And then
to play.
Yeah, and then on the other end of the spectrum, we'll have Amuro's Deja, which is weird, and it's from Moon Gundam.
Yeah. Honestly, I want to know how they're going to do any of the grunts in, like the Garo Zulu, because by then, all suits are able to equip pretty much whatever the fuck they want at that point.
That's fair.
Because, I mean, like, you got that Garo Zulu up in the Ganasari's ship that's equipped with the Zaku shoulder shield with a bunch of missiles all over it. Then he's got 2 missile pods on each leg, and then he's got the Goof custom shield and the twin-linked Zaku 2 bazooka. Like, I want that.
Yeah.
That's going to be hella fun.
Yeah, so I linked Rob for you. I linked the first version of Amuro's or all Char's Rick Deja stuff, and then the first version of Amuro's. I'm gonna try and find the second version of Amuro's Rick Deja real quick.
Okay.
Moon Gundam's cool. I've enjoyed learning about that manga.
I don't know anything about the Moon Gundam.
So basically, Amuro shows up and destroys Titan's remnants, and he fights the Psycho Gundam Mark IV, which would eventually get turned into the Moon Gundam because he just shit stomps it. Oh, and also the Titans invented Psycho Frame.
Of course.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, the Titans are like, nah, let's go. Psycho Frame stuff. Yeah.
Even though originally that was, Xeon that invented that.
Originally, but they're like, nah, it was the Titan. Because this is where they get the Psycho Frame. This is explaining where Psycho Frame comes from. The only reason Neo Zeon got this is because they found the remnants of the Moon Gundam.
Yeah.
Or remnants of the Moon Gundam. Because they use parts from the Psycho Gundam Mark IV, which is for some reason called G-Doors.
G-Doors?
That's a weird name. G-Doors. G-Doors.
Okay, so for not G-Savior, but what was that fucking, what the 3D animation that had, like, Amuro and, Shin Matsunaga and the Zeta Gundam?
Gundam Evolve.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
What was that mobile armor? Was that a version of the Psycho Gundam?
No. That was something super weird just made for that.
Because it turned into like a double-sided pyramid.
It's a pyramid. It's super weird. My boy says Yagza Drill. It's like the from G-Reco is also just a giant pyramid.
Is that what it was called?
No, I don't remember what it was called at all. That was super weird too. That was a weird episode.
But it was pretty cool seeing Amuro and Shin Matsunaga and that pink-haired chick who was supposed to have, supposed to be Johnny Raiden.
Apparently, yeah, the red one was supposed to be for Johnny Raiden,
but he failed his
there.
Well, he failed his new type. Cyber new type tests.
But yeah, there you go. What do you think of Amuro's Rick Diaz there, or Rick Deja there, Rob? Since I have the two versions of it in the chat.
Okay, let me take a look at the other one.
And the other one's more New Gundam colored with a shield.
All right, Shipper, you have a good night.
Not bad.
My boy Amuro's out here. Yeah, my boy Amuro's out here. His first Londo Bell suit. Like, customize my Deja. I want it back.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Ibram Gaunt says, I know I'm a Thunderbolt fanboy, but I would like the goof from the Thunderbolt with that backpack. See, I don't like the backpack because it doesn't seem to even have enough thrust to keep it in air.
It's enough to barely keep it aloft. Yeah, like it's enough. It's basically a replacement for a parachute.
Which, to me, it seems like a waste at that point. Because you're spending more money on that backpack than you would just, a parachute. So, instead of Murzaku's, we should get more, I don't know what the hell that word is. Strike is like, I like how the Genissary's only fixed weapon is the Skire, which is alright, because it's still a pretty cool one.
Yeah.
The Garazula pops out and just fires that motherfucker. Just,
yeah.
And they did an amazing job animating that beam, too.
They did. Where it sparks, and like the sparks land on the mobile suit and create little indents because they're beam sparks.
Oh, yeah. Ooh. Oh, I love cats. Yippee.
Yeah, Unicorn definitely, budget-wise, very pretty. Definitely kicked narrative's butt on them.
Yeah. The choreograph between all the fights were on par, especially the Stark Jagan versus the Kshatriya. That you could tell that pilot was fucking skilled at what he did. But, Kshatriya's thrusters, he just, overestimated because, shoot him back. Rob, you really need to watch Unicorn so you know what the hell we're talking about.
Yeah, I need that.
Oh, and also, Rob, I sent another screen for General Chat just to show more about Moon Gundam. There's the G-Doors when it makes its first appearance when it's still unnamed. Look at all Psycho Frame.
Oh boy, yeah.
Yeah. So basically, Londo Bell shows up to deal with Titan's remnants near the Moon colony from Double Zeta, hence Moon Gundam. Amuro and his Rick Deja run into that, and they basically work like G and sword bits at this time. They're basically sword funnels.
Really?
for the moon. So it's the G doors is sending the funnels at him, and Amuro's like dodging him and all that, and like stabs it through the cockpit.
Oof.
You know, Londo Bell Amuro don't play. Londo Bell Amuro says nah.
Yeah, no, like you can tell a total shift change in him when he goes from House Arrest Armro to Londo Bell Armro really fucking quick.
Londo Bell Amuro says it's time to go. Like, I understand that I'm killing people, but I am also like, he gets over the internal conflict he had in the 1 Year War.
Yeah.
Like, he finally gets over that, like, oh, these are people, these are... It's like, it's either you or me, and it ain't gonna be me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll send a couple more. Like, Londo Bell Amuro is what Kira should have been. Just like, I understand this person, and this sucks, but I got a job to do. Like, I want there to be peace, but for there to be peace, I have to wipe out about 300 of you, so... it's time to get to work.
So the one Gundam manga that I could never get into was the Okola, or whatever the hell you pronounce it.
Equiu del Sol.
Yeah, I just cannot get into that.
Okay, so I got kind of into it. Like, it has a really good plot, it's just very... I don't know. It's just its own kind of tone.
Yeah.
Like, I got as far. I got about 2 chapters after the gun tank incident, and then I'm like, this manga is just not keeping my fucking interest.
Yeah.
Which is like, it really makes me sad because the art style is pretty good. The detail on the mobile suits are like fucking on point, but like everything else is just, to me, is boring. And I hate
also.
Oh, fucking.
While we're on Moon Gundam, you know what's in Moon Gundam?
No.
The Theta Gundam, which is basically the Double Zeta A1.
Okay.
So the prototype, then.
No, like it's like you know how the Zeta Plus series is, and there's like the Zeta Plus A1, C1.
Yeah.
This is basically that. It's a Phas that can transform into and do all kinds of shit.
See, the one thing I just always hated about the Double Zeta Gundam is that it is a transforming mobile suit, and it's weak because of it. Like,
no, the Theta Plus, it's not it's weak because it separates. Theta Plus just turns into a wave wider, and it just goes.
Yeah.
And you know, like the Phas's big cannon.
Yeah.
It's got a little beam smart gun version of that. So basically, the reason why the Suzabi prototype gets messed up is because of the Theta Gundam. The Theta Gundam is like, nah, it's time for you to not exist.
Rob, I'm trying my dick off here not to get hit. Fuck! Oh, shit.
Oh boy!
Whoa! Die, Isaac! Oh my god! Thank you for splash damage.
Close.
If it wasn't for that splash damage from that rocket.
Yeah.
I love the DJ.
But yeah, I'll just link the the Deja is really good. I always enjoy that. It has cool moves.
Oh yeah, especially its counter.
And also, for those interested in Amuro's life during Kuraba and the Grips conflict, and by extension the first Neo-Zeon conflict, the Zeta Plus A1 Amuro Ray version is getting re-released with water slide stickers from P Bandai. So if you're interested and you want to get like Amuro Zeta Plus A1, that is going on sale with P Bandai. Which is also one of the rare mobile suits I see is branded as an Air Force. Like it's the Kuraba Air Force badging.
Yeah.
No, it's not that I didn't get the joke, is that I can't pronounce the name because I'm really poor at speaking.
Yeah, I'll stop with the spam now, but look at that Theta Gundam, Rob. Look at that Chad. Look at that man.
He just kind of stopped.
Yeah.
Hey, Banana's like, oh god, Jared was almost useful.
Oh no, that's the worst. We can't have that.
Nice.
Remember last stream though when we were doing the arcade and he got really pissed off at me because I was using the Mark II.
Yeah, he super did, and they're like, "Oh no, I can't reload the bazooka now."
He was hard on my ass right there for no reason.
The Rick Domsly, is that the one from Encounters in Space?
No, that's
Gato.
That's the Gato's Rick Dom 2 that looks like a Dom Trop.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that wouldn't be bad, but Okay, so that they retconned that because that was originally just a Rickon 2, and it was painted like that in honor of the laws because that was going to be his personal like mobile suit.
Yeah.
So I guess they they retconned that in Mayfly's face, the same place Seema gets her 1 Year War camo colors that I use in GBO.
I love that attack.
Yeah.
See, like, I like Seema's design, character design at all, but I hate her personality, and I understand why she went fucking psycho. But like, she went off the deep end way harder than you think she would have.
Yeah.
Well, no, you got to figure she's had psychological trauma ever since the start of the 1 Year War.
Yeah.
And then
Like-
they literally blame her for the gas attack, and her commander gets to go to Axis, but she doesn't. The commander that ordered the gas attack. So then she's out being a pirate, basically, and like got attached to her crew, and then she's like, no, don't deploy the beacon, forget about me, get out of here, and they get blown up.
Oof.
And then she's like, I told you, and just like kind of loses it then. She's like, I told you not to do it. And then she's seeing like all of her other Marines and stuff get killed along with Federation soldiers. She's just like, nah.
Was the Marine built during the 1 Year War, or was that after the 1 Year War?
The Marine was built during the 1 Year War.
Really?
Yes.
Oof.
Like, you figure the Jaeger is the last Gelgoog, and it's better than the Marine. Like, the Marine's got an earlier model number, too. An F versus J. So yeah, the Marine and the Marine Commander were both made. Seema uses them in the 1 Year Wars with her Marines. They lose during the evacuation to Axis. She is denied evacuation from Axis due to them branding her as a war criminal.
Yeah.
So that the Federation basically lets certain forces leave, and they're like, no, if you bring with us, they're going to hunt us down because you're a war criminal. It's like, no, but you gave the order. It's like, nah, you're the war criminal. You did it.
That's cool animation. That fucking shoulder.
So they basically repair their Gelgoogs and just become space pirates.
Like, okay, so were you in GBO 1 when they released the Gelgoog Gunther?
Oh, the other desert type? No, I never got
that thing was fucking. I wanted it to be good because it's a Gelgoog that has a heat sword, and I love the heat sword. It's my favorite melee weapon. But goddamn, did that thing suck? And I'm a little upset. It was fucking terrible.
Yeah.
Like, no matter what, I tried to make that thing run, and Rob would always kick my fucking ass.
It was really difficult to use. As I recall, it had a different beam rifle than most Gelgoogs.
Yeah, it had a weird shorty beam rifle. It's one of the MSVR designs.
And it only did like 1,000 damage.
Yeah, and I don't think you could charge it, could you?
No, you could not.
So it's basically in this game it'd probably be good since there are so many beam rifles that have that.
Yeah, they could definitely make it good if they were to revisit it.
Yeah, I hope they do bring it back, but it definitely needs a lot more work than what it had in GBO 1.
Well, to be fair, they have been doing that for a lot of suits. They have been like tweaking it.
I'm kind of hoping.
Yeah, I always wanted that.
I'm kind of hoping we get
the
Zakutu half cannon to come back too.
I want the half cannon so bad.
Because a lot of people in the first game, it sucks. Well, how come I normally get top damage with it and top score?
Mm-hmm.
I mean...
Well, there's always going to be that mobile suit that everybody else says sucks, but you can do really well with. There's always one.
And plus, in this game, where machine guns are horribly overpowered compared to what they were in GBO 1,
yep.
It would probably shred.
So, Rob,
it would probably just stun lock.
You remember that Zakutu half cannon video? I mean, well, not video, but the one you were in where Zero's video, Revenge of the Fat Boys. Remember you shredding the shit out of him with that Gatling cannon? And he was a GPO too?
I forgot that.
I mean, you took I think a good like fucking 5,000 HP off before you finally got taken out yourself. And
Jeez.
and your 250 cost suit versus a 500 or how
that'd be good for mix-up battle now.
Oh yeah.
That reminds me, I actually got a really good mix-up battle this afternoon that's going to go up probably sometime next week or the week after. I wound up with top score on the winning team in a level 1 Gimkameth.
Oh, good man. Anti-ship rifle?
Oh, yeah.
Good shit.
Yeah,
So you You guys said in the first game this Desert Gelgoog had a heat saber, like a Dawn heat saber.
No,
Heat
sword, yeah.
Oh, interesting.
But it's just like it was slow. It didn't have any sub weapons. It could take the 90mm machine gun with the grenade launcher, but that sure as hell didn't fix that problem.
Yeah, it was a slow raid, and that's death.
Yeah.
And you know what other MSVR suit I want to go that was in GBL1? The prototype Gundam full armor, the ground type.
Oh yeah, no, that was a fun suit. I
Yeah.
sucked with it, but Robin Zero was always kicking my fucking ass in that damn thing.
See, that's what kills me. Is that is my favorite design series, and when my router just stopped working, they started adding a bunch of MSVR suits. Like, I would have loved to get that prototype full armor with this little SML color, like Canon, and that's awesome. I love that thing.
Yeah.
By the way, Rob, what? So I finally watched your SML video when I was at work. God damn, that thing does so much damage.
Oh yeah.
Like
I hope
really
it gets added to
surprised.
ticket. Yeah. Hope it gets added to tickets sooner rather than later, because everybody should be able to have a shot at that thing. It is really
I
good.
want it so bad.
Yeah.
After seeing that amount of damage you piled on, it's like, oh boy, I want it.
I really didn't want to drop $40 for it. I was like,
Yeah, it was like 27, 28, which I wouldn't have done it if we weren't in the middle of the Zeta thing and more tokens were not really kind of beneficial anyway. But I figured, why not?
yeah. No, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, if you can swing it and you can look at it as pile of tokens with bonus mobile suit, it doesn't work out too bad. But
Well,
I would never recommend buying it for the mobile suit, because you will get access to that thing eventually.
well, considering how my last week has, which I don't have a job now, so I can't go ahead and just throw money at something like that.
Yeah.
Because
No, Joey, not to cut you off, but Joey, that was the other Desert Gelgoog. That was the one that showed up in Unicorn and was from Double Zeta variations.
Yeah,
that one was strong.
that's the actual Gelgoog desert type, which
That's
that thing
the original
was so
desert type.
fucking broken in the first game. Here,
Oh,
let
yeah.
What
me-
they call a knuckle buster? Is that what they called
Yeah.
the gun on the
Yeah.
arm? A knuckle buster?
instant knockdown,
Isn't
and then
that
you
what they
can
call the
unload.
Gaz's rifle?
No.
That's
no,
just called
the Desert Cannon.
What is
The
that?
Desert Gelgoog is the Buster Cannon, and what the Gaza C has is the Knuckle Buster.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, that thing's always fun. I always want to get that too because that's a cool Gelgoog.
But like, that Gelgoog is so damn broken. Here, let me instant knock down you. Fire my 5 beam rifle shots that do 2,500 damage, even to a fucking general, and still have enough time to swing out a neutral swing with my Naginata.
Hamon ran. Look at her. She's out of here.
She a whole bitch.
She's gone. She's gone. She says, I ain't dying to Camille.
Like, that suit was like, you could take that, even the level 1, which I can't remember the cost, I think it was 300. You could take that still into high cost rooms and just murder everybody, because that beam rifle was ugly.
Yeah.
Classic Star Wolf says, I regret not buying the SML when I had a chance. It'll come back around.
Yeah.
It'll go in the ticket.
It'll be in the recycle store relatively soon. I'm thinking.
Heavy says, I like playing a low-cost Gelgoog Marine with the MMP-80 grenade launcher, and yeah, it's pretty fun. I like using the beam rifle just because it actually has a surprisingly good amount of shooting correction.
Oh, yeah.
At 450, I use the Marine a fair bit, and I blast support types for 3,500 damage, 4,000 damage, oof, big.
Ooh.
Also, the arm Vulcan's really strong.
Yeah.
For what one?
The Marines, both of them, they stun really quick.
It's nice, but the Marine commander needs a range boost on hers.
The Vulcan, I use that for the last rank battles in the group plays. It did pretty good. It just all the Mark II spam. The Mark II spam was real, and I was like, nah.
I just used the FAB because
I started with that, but I wasn't getting any help with the melee, so I'm like, okay, what balance type do I have? And I have a level 2 SEMA commander.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, and big damage, because the Mark IIs have terrible beam defense. It's
Yeah.
it starts spraying.
So, Rob, what did you have for dinner, or did you not have dinner yet?
I just had some, made some basically chicken chili in the crock pot, so.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
By the way, have you ever had ham and bean soup?
I have a good while back, but basically, keeping my dad's blood sugar in line, beans are not really on our diet right now, so.
Well, the reason I ask is because I'm thinking about making ham and bean soup, but I don't have the ham. Do you think I could substitute that with chicken?
Man, it would be a really different flavor, I would think.
Because I have an absolute fuck ton of chicken. Because the old lady does work at a chicken plant, and she can get chicken. And,
nice.
Well, we got a fuck ton of bone-in breast, and I'm thinking I can substitute that for ham because, don't have enough money to go and get groceries. So we got a shit ton of beans, and we got a shit ton of chicken, so ham and bean chicken.
Hey, you may as well improvise. I don't think it's going to come out inedible, whatever it is, so,
Yeah. I mean, I do have cornbread, too, so I can make cornbread.
Oh, you got it made then. You can make a meal out of that no matter what happens.
And I'm pretty innovative.
What? Oh, he took your Regid? No.
I'm not too worried about it.
But yeah, I love how the Cycles Gundam Mark II comes in and says, yeah, beams, right when you kill Gates.
Yep.
It said, yeah, beams, though.
But actually, speaking of food, I have got to go get some snacks for the folks, so I will be back in just a bit.
Righto. All right. How long are you going to keep streaming, Salty?
I don't know. I haven't eaten dinner, but I'm not hungry. I am hungry, but I'm not, like... It sucks, because all the food I need to eat is too expensive for me to buy.
Yeah.
And the food I'm not supposed to eat is really easy to get, so...
Yeah, you said your old lady's got a job, so at least you got some income coming in.
Yeah, but it's really not enough.
Yeah, well, I mean, it gives you a time where, like, okay, we're not screwed yet. And you could take your time.
Do I really have to kill her? Oh, I guess I do. Fuck, I don't get to save
her.
That sucks.
No, you super have to kill her.
That sucks. Ooh,
it's either you kill her or she blows up the argument.
Well, so we're not missing much then. Did Camille really have feelings for Rosemi, or I don't remember?
He had a weird brotherly thing for her because she kept calling him Big Brother, so he started like looking out for her and stuff. He's like, I don't want to kill you.
It's a good thing my rifle does so much fucking damage.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good this doesn't have like an actual eye shield. Like the Big Sam would, because that would suck. Yeah. They do in mobile armor mode, but not in mobile suit mode.
Yeah.
But yeah, Gates Kappa, unrememberable character. Like, who cares? It's Gates Kappa.
Doesn't the Zeta Gundam have the strongest shield in the game? I'm pretty sure it does.
It's up there, yeah. The double Zeta might have it beat.
Well, no, you can actually forcibly eject those shields
and also,
if you just block.
And also the Gabaldi has a really strong shield. You can take like full Super Gundam shot.
Oh, wrong button. Fuck. There we go. Isn't Buster Cannon from Mega Man? Yes, it is. Oh, no. Yeah, Solare is right. It's the Mega Buster. Yeah, can't keep your busters right. It was a 350 cost. The Gelgoog was? Okay. Dang it, Tang, I'm late. I don't know. I might be going for another hour. So, yeah, we got some good stuff.
Yeah, call it at 10-year time.
Yeah.
Yeah, that seems pretty good. Because I'm thinking I'm going to need to go here about that time, too.
Yeah, that sounds good. I'm going to take the... Yeah, for the last battle. I'm pretty sure this is the last battle for Camille. He took the Mega Beam Launcher against Fuckface.
Oh, no, he had the beam rifle, too. Because, remember, he activated the beam jetty and, like, threw it at him because it was that energy. And Shock was just like... Yeah, he just like, what was that? Like, come on, man.
Ugh, I don't want to use your body, Camille. You're a man. I don't go that way.
Yeah, raw health, like, well, Grandpa Gundam is okay. Like, it's definitely not the same strength as Zeta or Gabaldi.
It's not, but the way its ability to shoot wherever the fuck it wants is...
Well, we're just talking about shield. We're talking about
shield? Okay.
Yeah, doing Tanini Broken Christ, yes, but if you're getting hit with like the Super Gundam's cannon, it will break twice, and then you just won't have a shield. Like, and you'll still take the hit. So it's strong, but it's not like tanky strong. Go kill Shrocko. Do it.
I'm killing him.
Murder him. Murder him in cold blood. Oh, look, a communist. Kill him.
So my favorite thing about, because we were talking about Fallout 78, my favorite thing in Fallout
76.
was 78, whatever. 78 sounds better.
Does it?
You motherfucking piece of shit, Jim.
Not as good as 69.
Ah!
Yeah.
But no, like, my favorite thing I've ever done in Fallout was in Fallout 3, I beat the entire game with a crowbar.
Yeah, strong. 76, you really need friends, and, like, friends who are, like, good to talk to and, like, enjoy the universe.
Yeah.
Because, like, the world design's good, the art design's good, literally all of the gameplay has major flaws. It's getting better, but, yeah.
Oh, my fucking Zeta shield is rocking it right now.
Yeah, it is, and unfortunately, if you lose it, you
I
can't
died.
transform.
Yeah.
Oh. Well,
Rocco's big fucking beam saber damage.
it's big damage.
I'm withdrawing. Camille's a man's name.
Yeah, I'm withdrawing because I'm blowing up.
Let's level up the Zeta Gundam, because why the fuck not?
Plushy Golem, what he means is there are two endings to Zeta. There's the new translation ending and the original anime ending. So is
Yeah.
Camille fine at the end of it, or is Camille a broken, psychotic mess? I'm gonna take my helmet off in space. I'm gonna do it. Can't stop me.
Like, I wish I had the ability to mind fuck somebody out of existence.
Yeah, pretty rough. He has a good time in the end. Like I think at the end of Double Zeta, they show him running on the beach with Paul, where like he's functional enough that he can like have a normal life.
The fucking beam saber charging the O is just fucking stupid. I'm boosting away from him, and he's able to catch up.
Yeah, he is.
That is fucking hella dumb.
But yeah, my boy Camille had it rough.
I feel like if they didn't make him so
Let's see what
goddamn
happens to
whiny.
him.
If he didn't make him so fucking whiny, I think I would like Camille a lot more.
Well, he has the Amuro syndrome that, like, by the time they're back in space, that he's matured enough.
Fuck off, Barzan.
But yeah, like, I know he withdrew from life, but they never say, like, because Judo appears again. Judo appears as an old man in Crossbone. They never say what happens to Camille, because there's a lot of wars on Earth that happen. Hopefully he didn't just get blown the fuck up.
Hopefully it wasn't in,
Yeah, hopefully him and Fa weren't visiting Tibet when Shark dropped an fifth Luna on them. And then like there's a bunch of stuff happening on Earth, so hopefully they make it. Yeah, Camille had it rough in the end. Not as rough as like Hayato. My boy Hayato got punked super hard.
And then
I like how Kai's the only one to survive. Kai's just like, I'm gonna be out of here.
Well, he completely becomes a Chad and becomes Indiana Jones.
He kind of does.
Just hardcore
Like he's
Indiana
not.
Jones.
Instead of treasure hunting, he's hunting international espionage and like or industrial espionage, and just gets to like be cool.
Oh my god, Shrocker, why are you such a cunt?
Because it's
And the
Scirocco.
Nemo takes my recovery again. Son of a bitch.
Hey, get good. You won't need the recovery.
Fucking Nemos, I swears. I just gotta keep dashing and transforming. Shrocko's got like 2 or 3 beam rifle shots left. One
Yeah,
left.
I know the one with cats where we have to fight Scirocco. That one
Is a
that was
bitch.
hard. Yeah, I ended up using I think the Nemo and just shadding it up with the Nemo.
Yeah. Well, when you get the Nemo, which is only like to max it out, I think it's only 50,000 points. It's pretty damn decent at
Well,
then.
well, you know what, Joey? If that's true, I'd like that. He says, I remember a story set in the late UC 90s where Camille becomes a doctor and Fa a nurse. Like, that would be good.
Yeah, I like that idea. That
That's a
seems
good
right.
ending. Judo. I wonder what happens to Rue, because Judo comes back and like Rue is not in the picture. I wonder if she like dies in like near Jupiter, and like he just comes back like, oh, I ain't got a woman no more. I got no family. I'm out. I'm gonna go pilot my Gump.
My gump.
The Gump.
Oh wow, they really increased the cost when you upgrade a mobile suit. Jesus Christ.
Well, his final appearance is in the Victory side story. He shows up in Crossbone Steel 7 Heavy with the Gump before it's damaged. Because in Victory Gundam it has like that leg beam cannon, and it gets that because I want to say it's Steel 7. He shows up, and they do the final battle, and the Gump gets messed up. So yeah, that's another like 20 years after that, and the Gump's like barely holding together when they fight the Zong.
It's still pretty cool. They pay homage to the Double Zeta, even though the Gump is the Double Zeta, but it's just a really fucked up and old Double Zeta.
Yeah, it's a really fucked up Double Zeta because he ran out of parts.
Never mind that Judo has like some serious mechanical skill to keep that fucker running.
Yeah, and give it a beam cannon peg leg.
Yep, badass.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really cool when he tries to use the Hyper Mega.
And it's so weak, all it can do is cast shadows. Yeah.
Yeah, it's still pretty cool though. Like,
And then it blows the fuck up.
Yep. Just couldn't.
And
take
then Judo's like, I'm gonna go die off screen now. My time is done. Good job, Uso.
I never liked Uso. Like, I just find him in a
King Plushie. Yes, Amuro's dead as fuck.
Yeah, no, he dies in
He dies during
Char's
the action
counterattack.
shock. Yeah, they listed as missing in action. Unicorn confirms he's dead. While Belichick's children has always said he died, and Char
Yeah.
both died. Said after the 2 times the Earth Federation would have a plan for a flowing space colony. I mean, yeah, barring like a giant laser, like that's stronger than the colony laser, there's nothing they could do. Like even in Stardust, it shows like once it gets to a certain point in Earth's gravitational pull, you can't stop it.
Yeah.
Unless you just vaporize it, and that's hard to do. Like, even the Solar System 2 weapon from Stardust couldn't vaporize a colony, and it had a good 45-second roast in it. And it barely did any damage to it. Can we get a gun tank R44 in GBO2, says Eric Altman? Maybe eventually. I mean,
that's the gun
we'll see
tank
the
too, isn't
Lodo. No, the R44 is the one from F91, which is based off the Lodo.
Oh yeah, I know which one you're talking about. Then yeah.
Yeah, it transforms. The R44 is a casual designation because, yeah, and also let's talk about that suit. That's a weird suit because that comes out first by a long time, and then they introduce the Lodo, and the Lodo is made by Anaheim. Well, when the SNRI starts, they get some Lodos and try and make a better, smaller version of it, and that's where that gun tank prototype comes from. The problem is that gun tank prototype is terrible compared. It has to have manually loaded guns. Its reactor's weaker. It has worse weapons. Like, it's literally just a step backward in everywhere but size.
Yeah.
So that's a weird one.
I like the
That's why
Lodo's
that dude.
design.
Yeah, the Lodo's cool. The R44 is kind of garbage. Yeah, like Bandai said they're gonna start focusing on stuff from UC 100 and later. So hopefully we get more that deals with like F91 and or the run up to F91, because there are a couple good F90 mangas going around right now that are good.
Yeah.
But hopefully they're filling in. Everyone wants a Crossbone anime. I don't.
Oh,
No Crossbone.
4 survived.
Yay.
Now she gets the Mark II, if I'm not mistaken, or she get the Super Gundam. I'm pretty sure it's a Super Gundam.
I think it's a Super Gundam, but not in this route. I think it's in the alternate, like, orange routes that she has a Super Gundam.
Nope, she's got it.
Oh, she got it right now?
Yep.
Okay, prove me wrong. I have to use the restroom. I will be right back.
I'm sorry, guys. Now you're stuck with just me. Your worst nightmare. Good shot. Sorry, I can't read the chat while playing this game. It's not like GBO where I die a lot more in GBO. And there's a wait time. So give me a second. That is a lot of fire. Ashmar, what's up, bud? No, you leave 4 alone. Which when it comes to like the love interest of Camille, I definitely did enjoy Camille and 4 the most. I preferred 4 over 5 because I felt like 5 wasn't. I don't know. I didn't feel like she was mature enough. Where, yeah, 4 isn't that well. She's not experienced, I guess, but she does have. I don't know. I feel like she's more. What's the word I'm looking for? Caring. Well, Fa did care for Camille at the end of the series, but Adidas. Who the fuck is Adidas? Who's this man? Does he sell shoes? Well, he's dead now, so it doesn't really matter. But, yeah, no, I preferred 4 over Fa. Someone look up who the fuck Adidas is, because I don't recognize that at all. Oh.
Yeah, he was one of the.
Okay, I'm back.
Oh, wow.
He was one of the Ashimar pilots who, during the speech.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Who is?
Adidas.
Adisajiba.
Ah. Yes. He is.
But I was just talking about how I prefer the love relationship between Camille and 4 over Camille and Fa.
I mean, Camille and Far are like childhood friends and everything, and like 4 he has a new type connection with. Like, it's the same thing between Fraubo and Amuro and Fraubo and Amuro and Lala.
Yeah.
Which both end awful, with the exception of Fa and Camille. But no, and like we were talking about how Bandai's focusing on post UC 100 starting from now on with Hathaway's Flash.
Which
It's
the
gonna be
animation looks really
interesting.
good.
Yes, it does. But it's interesting because Hathaway's Flash takes place in like UC 105. There's a massive gap between UC 105 and the 120s when they start downsizing mobile suits.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's actually the most peaceful time in Earth's like post 0079 history. There's like all 30 years of like very limited conflict.
Yeah.
Possibly none. So
Or at
I bet
least
they're
it
going to
was
fill a gap
until
in there.
Yeah, I was about to say, or at least it was the most peaceful time until they saw an opportunity to throw a whole bunch of spin-offs in there.
But see, like, so the SNRI has been confirmed to be created in like by UC 100. So, and the SNRI creates the F90s or the F series of mobile suits sometime like UC 115.
Mm-hmm.
So they really got about 10 years that they could put something in, and then they'd have to deal with the SNRI or maybe the Mars Xeon. Because there was that Super Famicom game that was kind of cool that had like the Oldsmobile Army, Mars Xeon, and then like you played it in like it was like in UC 120, like right before.
Yeah.
So
Man, and I want a Neo Gundam kit. I want a Neo Gundam kit so bad. They made that one no grade scale 100 like 1/100 scale back in like the mid 90s.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be cool to have like a new like HGUC or MGUC or I mean just regular Master Grade Neo Gundam, because the Neo Gundam's a cool design to me.
Yeah.
Silhouette Gundam too. Silhouette Gundam Kai can go just burn and die, but regular Silhouette Gundam's hype.
it's all the same missions, but
Yeah,
not
I need
with,
to.
Oof.
Yeah, with 4. I need
Yeah.
to read up on the 2 new F90 mangas because I hear they're both really good. And one even starts off with the trial between the F-90 Gundam and that MSA whatever Atmos super weird Zaku thing.
I don't know that one.
It's from... It was like from a design competition where like a fan would design a mobile suit and it got like its own canon story. And the story is that the competition for the next generation mobile suit was the F-90 Gundam versus this thing. And this thing beat the shit out of the F-90 Gundam, but it was like 5 times more expensive. So they went with the F-90.
I would
Sounds
love.
about right.
I would love to send in some mobile suit designs, but
Well, they don't even do that anymore. Actually, they are doing one right now, but you have to play Gundam Breaker Mobile to do it.
Yeah.
well, my phone
Any
definitely
age.
isn't good enough to play Gundam Breaker Mobile.
Same,
Yeah.
and unfortunately it does not appear to emulate last I saw.
There are some emulators, but they still have to be on your phone. It's to emulate another account. It's not really to emulate. Yeah, it's not really to emulate the whole game, like you said. But they have like a partial emulation of it.
Gotcha.
It's a fun game, but I wouldn't say it's a good game.
That's
Put it
fair.
like that. Like if the rolls for the mobile suits weren't just for individual parts, and I could get like the full set of like they just had the Penelope Gundam in there. I wanted the Penelope so bad, but it has such low drop duration, you have to drop every single part of the Penelope.
Yeah, that sounds really annoying, actually.
Yeah, so like there's no point in like using the premium currency and buying unless you're trying to whale, which I don't recommend. Trying to get the event suit or the banner suits, but they have an event that runs all the time for like an easy to get mobile suit. So like right now it's the Afri custom. They have like the Crossbone Gundam X1, which is probably the best event suit. Like everyone who did it during Christmas has like a really competitive mobile suit now. They just added like the Kabakali, the regular Age 2, Quessa's Yakdoga. The Rising Gundam was the first event, the Blitz Gundam, Sword Strike, Launcher Strike. So like they have a nice mix for the event suits, and then like the Ale Strike Gundam was a premium suit that you had to try and drop, and same thing for like the Freedom. The ones that annoy me the worst are what they call the quote-unquote Sokai events, which is like the special ones that don't get added to the regular loot pool after the event's over.
Oh.
So that's like the high new Gundam full weapon system, the new Gundam, the Turn A, the Turn X. The Cubulane Zeta Gundam, the double Zeta Gundam was with the high new. Yeah, it's like those are the ones that annoy me.
What was
There's
Age
no
about?
chance of getting them. Age is basically a love letter to the UC timeline.
Really?
It's an alternate UC timeline, basically. Part 1 of Age is 0079. Part 2 of Age is Zeta. Part 3 of Age is double Zeta. Part 4 of Age is the worst thing ever.
I haven't watched
Like
any
literally,
Age, but I hate
like
the
literally. No, the Age stuff's cool. I like the Vegan suits. A lot of the Vegan suits are very unique, and they're basically space dragons, so that's fine. So basically, everything up till one of the main characters goes to the Vegan homeworld, Mars. It's a good series. It's like you can actually like, oh, this is a reference to this, this is a reference. Oh, this is a different version of this. This is cool. Like they have an alternate Big Zam fight, and it's super hype, and it's good. Up until the third protagonist goes to Mars, and then he becomes the second coming of Kira. I am so powerful, I can just fight without killing literally anyone. And I turned Super Saiyan Blue before Super Saiyan Blue is a thing. With the Age FX. Oh, and that ending's super rushed, too. They have, like, an enemy that comes out of literally nowhere to be the new big bad and lasts about 2 episodes.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, like, he comes literally out of nowhere. He's a clone of one of the old antagonists.
And all of a
It's
sudden the Sith are
stupid as
back for
shit.
some reason.
Yeah, it's stupid as shit. Kyo literally goes Super Saiyan Blue and defeats him, but doesn't kill him and saves him. It's awful. And also, a lot of fucking characters die in that show because there's 3 generations, so like there's 3 final battles. There are so many people who die. It's like half the crew on whatever generation, they're probably dead.
Okay.
It's rough. But yeah, there's like a Lala stand-in, and then like really to me the second arc with like the quote-unquote Zeta era stuff is probably the best arc. because it deals with because like you still have the first protagonist is the father of the second protagonist.
Great finish.
and basically they have a new type stand-in called X Rounder you're basically a new type. The second protagonist isn't a new type, but everyone he's fighting pretty much is, so he has to become better. So he's like an old type that just becomes super badass. It's like he can predict new type because like all the enemy X Rounders are like super confident of their abilities, and he can like predict their moves. And it becomes super cool. That he's like, oh, you're not even a new type, and like, damn straight, I'm not. You're dead. and then he becomes a space pirate, and it's super weird. Yeah, space pirates, literal space pirate. Like they have a ship that looks like a pirate ship, and some of them wear eye patches.
I hate them.
Literal pirates. But he's cool. He's cool. And then like there's a big showdown between him and the second antagonist, the second generation antagonist, because he gets like cryogenically frozen and shit. So well, that's the thing. Like the Mars in Age, it doesn't have a good atmosphere, so they're getting bombarded with cosmic rays that are killing them. So the way they prolong their lives is to get buried underneath ground in like cryogenic centers, so they don't die. Which is one reason why they're coming.
If they wore more eye patches, they would have survived.
Yeah. No, the space pirates are fine. They're not from Mars. They're fine. They're just in space. Well, basically the reason Vegans hate Earth is because they were supposed to. The Earth Federation, which until a certain part of the story is run by one family, like it's like an autocracy. They send them to terraform Mars. It starts going bad. They literally strand them there, thinking they're all gonna die. They're thinking they're all gonna die off, and it'll be okay.
That's straight fucking Warhammer 40K type shit right there.
Yeah. Apparently, they survive with. And also, there's a war they never touch on in Age, which is something called the Silver Chalice Wars.
Silver Chalice Wars.
It's basically the actual like UC timeline in terms of technology. Like there's fucking crazy shit going on, and then after the Silver Chalice Wars, they restrict technology, which is like mobile suits at the start of the series are garbage. Well, they save technology from that, and that's where the Martians find it. That's how they save themselves from. That's how they learn like how to cryogenically freeze themselves and stuff like that from this database. So then they start making mobile suits based off the old technology as close as they could get to it, and then they come after Earth. And that's where Age starts. Yeah, it's called the ExaDB, I think, where they store all the. It's like the Rosa Hermes blueprints from G-Reco, basically.
Gotcha.
Like this is all the UC's technologies saved, even though they were supposed to be destroyed. This is like the entire database of everything they made. And also, there's a Gundam from the Silver Chalice Treaty that like ended the war, but all it has is a big ass.
Okay.
And then it shows up in Gundam XA, like that one that ties in like the Extreme Versus games, and like beats the shit out of everyone in the 8. Like it shows up like the evil antagonist is piloting it, and it shows up in the first part, and it just beats the shit out of everything. It's hilarious. It just cuts the Age 1 in half.
Oof.
Like in 2 seconds. Yeah. It's like, oh wait, oh no. That's not supposed to happen.
So, what was Shiraku's problem with Char again?
The fact he's Char, and he's a threat to his dominance over the Earth Sphere.
Oh.
Because Char is like one of the most famous people in the Earth Sphere, like just period. And he's like, oh, you could take supporters away from me and like stage a rebellion and shit, and then you're just out here hiding, Char, instead of taking your true place as leader of humanity. Which is what I want. So in case you ever try to do that, I'm gonna kill you, shit.
Haman, where the fuck did you come from? Oh, jeez.
Yeah, and Haman's just hella pissed that, like, bruh, we were gonna be together and you fucking dipped super hard. Out of here. But yeah, Age is good. Age and Age's MSV series are all pretty good. It's just that final arc of the anime is so garbage. It's literally worse than anything in Destiny. Literally worse than Destiny.
Oh wow.
Yeah, the writing is the worst Gundam, like an actual full-length animated series has been.
That is a shame.
Yeah, it literally ruins that series.
I don't know. Some of the writing in G Fighter, was pretty fucking awful. Like the first episode here, I'm gonna catch bullets. 5 episodes on the line, oh my god, they have assault rifles.
Okay, so G Gundam's like G Gundam gets a pass. Like I hate G Gundam personally, I hate it, but it gets a pass. Like my Pate and everything, I'll let it pass because it's a parody series. It's a parody series. It's not made to be like taken seriously, and all. Like it's not. It's basically, hey, what if Gundam was Dragon Ball? Like say no more. And like Bandai did not think it would do good. It ends up doing super good, and they're like, oh, well then. Who wants more alternate timeline?
I just
Here
like
comes Wing.
I like G Gundam due to the fact it was so out there. It was just funny that.
Yeah.
And then you got Wing, which is just, that's about it.
Okay, like Wing itself, I think, like the Japanese version's a little bit better because the dubbing is a little bit better. Like some of the meaning isn't lost in translation. It's still not that great of a show, despite like the rosy retrospective everybody has. Like it and IBO have very similar tones. I would say IBO is definitely the superior show, just in terms of like the tones of like child soldiers and like a dominant autocracy. Like literally, Gallahorn shit looks like trays. It's like, hey, look at this cool guy from the alternate dimension. Let's base all our uniforms off him. Trays was a cool character though. He dies super.
Oh,
stupid,
hey, Psycho Gundam Mark 1 versus 2. Neat.
Yeah, Trace was cool.
So,
Trace was a cool guy.
What's the story between of Gates? I don't remember him at all, to be honest.
Gates is a cyber new type who basically looks after Rosamia once she's had her mental stuff.
Yeah.
That's basically it. Gates is just there. He is a cyber new type companion to the altered Rosamia to try and keep her like mentally stable. But she doesn't imprint on Gates, she imprints on Camille.
Rip.
So Gates is like, what the fuck? And then dies.
A Rickdom, what the fuck? They're throwing Rickdoms at me.
Yeah.
I mean, they technically have them. Yeah, they technically have them.
Well, I'm letting the cats fight, so...
Yeah, like Ages... like, I guess title of worst Gundam like full-length series would still have to go to Destiny, but...
Yeah.
I guess I'll give Age a go and see how I feel about it, because I haven't watched
like
it.
It just like I said, when the third protagonist goes to Mars, just fucking be along for the ride. Don't look at anything. Just enjoy. Like it's like 10 episodes left to go. Just oh god, so bad. But they have an enemy Gundam that's pretty cool. Like they capture the Age 3 and like reverse engineer a Gundam from it. It's pretty cool.
Really?
Yeah, it's called the Legolas.
Peekaboo.
And then it gets super like there's two versions of a fight. In one fight it holds its own, and in another fight it doesn't. So if you watch the Gundam Age Memories of Eden fight with the Legolas, that's the fight that's the good fight. The actual anime fight with the Legolas is bad at the final fight. But the Memories of Eden. So basically, the dude pilot is a shark clone, and then like in the anime, it's still painted white, but in the OVA, it's painted red because it's like, oh, I'm shark. And it's actually like the fight's literally 5 times longer than it is in it. Like literally 5 times longer. It actually becomes a good fight.
I'm surprised.
But yeah, Age is a mismanaged series at the end. Age is mismanaged. That's what let it down.
I'm a little ashamed.
Destiny.
Kind of had high hopes for level. Oh, kind of a shame too, because I had high hopes for level 5. You know, in terms of games at least, they do really good work. So. And
honestly, up until the ending, it was good. It really was. Like I was like, oh, this is a really good series, and then the 4th arc happens, and I'm like, I literally hate everything retroactively.
Yeah, it was kind of interesting to watch at a distance because I didn't watch this. I watched like the first 5 episodes and just couldn't stick with it for whatever reason. That happens to me with a lot of series anymore.
Think Game of Thrones seasons, but on a small Gundam scale. Basically, what happens.
Yeah, but it was just funny to watch because it's like, I remember seeing commentary on it that was, relatively positive while it was running and people enjoying it, and then 6 months later I see people talking about it. It's like, yeah, that was terrible, and it's like, what?
Yeah, no, literally the last 10 episodes almost ruined the first 40.
Wow, that's impressive.
Yeah.
Well,
Like,
that's the sad
literally-
part, is it happens to so many series, though, where they
It does.
they just lose their drive. It's
Yeah.
kind of sad.
See, with Destiny, it happened with the first 20 episodes, and then the last 30 were just that. Nah. But Age had a lot of potential. The designs in general are pretty, like the Gundam designs are what you'd expect. The Federation designs are what you'd expect. The enemy designs are very unique. But yeah, bro, that last arc, that 3 Generations United arc is the worst thing next to Twilight Axis. It kills me about Twilight Axis because Twilight Axis is a really good story that they butchered super hard.
Oh, well, Far's dead.
That's
Yeah, that's gonna happen.
I don't think it affects the side story, does it?
No.
If she dies here?
no, but you could have used a little bit more distraction for Shirako here a little longer.
Yeah.
Yep. Fuck off, Shark. No. Oh!
Whoa.
Oh, yeah, this Nemo come out of fucking nowhere. Come on, Nemo, get hit. Give me
Save us, friendly Nemo.
Oh, my God.
Oh.
Nemo, please don't take
Currently-
that.
Cover gauge.
Please don't take that.
Die now.
Oh, yes. Strike
Shoot
just
me.
put a
Thank
picture
you.
of the Gundam in the Discord, he said. Yeah, so if you look at the Discord, Rob, he there's a picture of the Gundam, which is the one that ended the Silver Chalice Wars
Okay.
from Age. It's what eventually Flit would base the Age one off of in terms of design.
Oh, fuck me.
Okay.
He's got one
And
more
I
shot.
think if you click on that article, it'll show it killing the Age ones like in like one swing,
Woo-wee.
and you're like, ah.
Man,
So
this
yeah,
game could be a real
I want
bitch.
to say like this thing would be on par with like the regular Barbados in terms of just this shit comes out of nowhere super strong. Yeah, I think you gotta look at like the manga gallery, and it's like, what?
Yeah.
Cuts the Age one at halfway.
Wow.
Huh. Are you victorious? Enter an all-out war with, I'm assuming, whatchamacallits.
Axis.
Yeah.
So this is basically the new translation ending.
I'm gonna go ahead and save. And I should save it on that second one, right? The one where I started the Axis?
Seems
Yeah,
right,
because this is literally no, it's one save. Like, there's no reason to have more than one save for this game unless you're worried about like something corrupting it. Because unlike that, it's like literally all one playthrough. If you
Yeah,
select a different playthrough, you'll have to start all over.
Yeah, at this point, it's more of an on-camera and off-camera kind of situation. That's the only reason there's two, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
So
one
that-
on top is me just dicking around and playing by myself.
Yeah, so just keep this one. This one's your actual
Straight
thing, and the
one.
top one's your experimental.
Yep. Alright, so let's see what time it is. Alright, I got time for like
10:51.
one more mission, and then I'll probably go quits.
Well, hey, since you just saved, go take a look at survival mode, just to dig around in it.
Oh, well, there's cats getting the memo.
Oh, yeah, it's time to leave. It's time to leave now. Get out of this mode. It's cats.
They made him such a flat character.
They really did. But yeah, survival mode's pretty fun. It's a play on the arcade mode, basically. So it's worth a try just to
You said
experiment to
survival
show to
mode?
people. Survival mode.
I don't think I've ever played this during the first game. I mean, the first time I had this game on the PS2.
It's pretty good. Yeah,
No-
select your warrior.
No zero G.
Yeah, no, it's so nice you can select that. It's so nice you can select that.
Yes.
Fucking
Pick your strongest warrior.
Oh fuck. What's the back?
Or no, pick whatever. It doesn't matter. Because you'll probably end the stream before you, because it's literally an endless mode. It's as long as you can go.
Cream.
Oh, cream of beef.
Cream of
Salty.
beef. Ugh.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. I'm gonna take this Super Gundam, and I'm gonna take the Palace Athene with the anti-ship missiles. By the
In
way,
space?
Rob,
Well done.
how do you think they're gonna do the Palace Athene?
Oh, I have no idea. I can't even imagine. That's probably going to be the ones that's one of the ones that's difficult.
I wonder if they're
Because
gonna
they give them
throw.
these anti-ship missiles, the MLRS is going to be not even relevant anymore. Like,
Yeah.
this will be just...
Oh, I love the way that looks. With the eyes
I
up.
never used this one very much.
Liam Davis, how do you spell which Gundam from Age? Do you mean the Legolas or the Gundam?
The Gundam.
Yeah, the
Is
Gundam.
is it really called the Gundam?
Yes.
The Gundam that Flit basically treats as a legend is literally just called the Gundam.
Sounds
There
about
is
right.
only one. It is the Gundam. And in XA, it cuts his shit in half so hard it's not even funny. He's dead. He cuts him through the cockpit. He's dead as fuck. Rip the rest of Age.
Battle gauge recovered to 100. Okay.
Shin Matsunaga's Zeta Gundam's super spiky.
Does it have spikes on it? I don't remember.
It's super weird. It's like a giant gun. It's like it's not as spiky as the red one, like not even close, but it's super spiky.
I do like the Shin
Set-
Matsunaga's color on it though.
Yeah, the yellow. Set your ally to run, or they're gonna eat up all your gauge salt. You only have one gauge to do all these missions.
So just far then.
Yeah, or nearby hide. I think one's hide. Like this
That's
man
not
needs
good.
to run. This man needs to literally see an enemy and be like, nope.
That was nice. I'm a little upset the Super Gundam can't go on Earth though.
It can go on Earth.
Not in GBO.
Yeah.
Oh, not in GBL. I thought I meant in here. I'm like, no, it can super do it. You just did a mission with it. It's like, but yeah, no, it's super can't. That's a bummer.
Oh fuck.
I mean, it's not like it can
double
transform
kill.
either. And they put the fucking Geo4 and Geo5 on the ground, so I don't see what's the point at this point to like make the difference.
Oh.
Yeah.
As long
I didn't
as
kill the Hizak.
as long as like the Zeong can't sortie on ground, we're fine. Like that's
Yeah.
acceptable.
Wait until we get the perfect Zeong, and then we will.
Yeah.
That'd be nice, actually.
The first funnels that can work on ground. You know how broken that would be on ground? That there's not three dimensions of movement you can do to evade it.
Hmm.
Oh, look at that hijack custom. Look at that man.
Just wait until we get like if we do get the perfect Zeong, wait until see if it gets the big fuck off heat broadsword it's supposed to have.
Yeah. And them hijack customs are trying to snip you, and they're like, nah.
Yeah.
Oh, you got
yeah,
that
you're
collateral.
watching through the stream.
Yeah, you got that collateral. That was a good shot.
I love using this thing. It's one of my I used to ace most of the nice Zaka one. I used to ace most of the matches with this dumb thing.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think my longest survival run was like 50 missions. When I like really just sat down and did it. And then like by the end the enemies get so tough.
Yeah.
They just beat the shit out of you. No, I think it was under 50. I want to say it was like 45. But yeah, and yeah, like I said, like in this time mode, this timer, you can actually set it up to not have this timer. Wait,
Hmm.
and just be infinite time.
And have unlimited ammo.
No, you can't do unlimited ammo. You can have infinite time though. Instead of making another
Two
collateral.
Zocs. Oh shit.
Oh, big Zocs, and you're a transferable mobile suit. They're gonna beat that ass, bro.
Yes, they are.
They're gonna shoot that head beam.
Oof.
They will need to make funnels work on ground combat for the Q-Blade. I mean, technically, funnels don't work on the ground. Like you even saw in Unicorn, the Kshatriya was barely able to make its funnels work in the colony. In the colony, it has less gravity than Earth. It's very similar to Earth, but it still has less. Funnels should not work on the ground unless it's underwater.
Unless they got the propellers
Grublo.
on them.
Yeah, there's a Psychomu type Grublo that has funnels, like little submarine funnel. It's hilarious.
I did
Now
not know.
I'm trying to remember if the Cubilays ever used funnels on
Oof.
Earth.
And Double Zeta, they did.
Okay.
They did. You're correct. Because Puru and Puru 2 were shooting funnels at each other. or the Psycho Gundam, which and the Purus Jubilee Mark II were shooting at the side of Psycho Gundam.
Yeah.
But again, that probably shouldn't have worked. I think that's the only time they show him work on Earth.
Yeah, I mean, if you really wanted to, you could probably call that an animation error, same as the Jim with the beam rifle.
And Wing Zero having Vulcans in the final fight, or Epion having Vulcans in the final fight.
Jim with the beam rifle, me and Bob came up to the conclusion that considering it was at Jabro and they're gonna have production rights to the Gundam's weaponry, we came to the conclusion that it was just pre-production gems that they decided to give weapons to.
That's as good an assessment as any.
Yeah, I think there was a story that talked about that too. That they the gems of Jaburo weren't ready, so they just gave them whatever weapons they had on hand.
Which I kind of like that idea, if you ask me.
Oh yeah. I'm all for I'm all for just coming up with some explanation and not just saying it's an animation error, it never happened. Where you can, it's more fun that way.
Yeah, we tried to do that with Unicorn's ending, and the narrative said no.
Yeah, of course. Then there's like Zambot 3 and Gigantor that show up in the background of First Gundam in places, so you kind of can't do it there.
Wait, what?
Yeah, if you look, there is a gem-colored Zambot 3 in one of the space scenes. And I want to say Gigantor in one of them as well.
Those could be Easter eggs, though. Like that could be early Easter eggs.
Oh, it absolutely is. That was done on purpose, same as it was done again in G Gundam.
Yeah, G Gundam had a lot.
Yeah, a shit ton of cameos in that one, which I'm fine with. That looked pretty cool. Oh, I don't think I'm gonna last another one.
Might not. Oh well, Gage recovered 300, so maybe.
I wasn't expecting to fight Jared with the fucking bound dock in that mission.
Yeah, the Ace missions give you back 300. The regular missions just give you back 100.
Pardon me.
Ooh, so that's what gives Psycho. That's what gives survival mode its difficulty. Is you only have one gauge to get through as many missions as you possibly can.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jared with that blue EX just beat the shit out of that Super Gundam.
Oh yeah.
He got his Mark II revenge by proxy. I love the Bound Dock has this little gear walk mode.
Yeah.
But which actually makes it easier to shoot things in front of you because both guns are pointing one direction.
Mm-hmm.
I also like this Granada map. You don't really see Granada pictured in a lot of things.
No.
Yeah.
I'm still hoping. Well, I wish
the
they
most
would ramp up on
pictured.
Huh?
Oh, you go ahead. You go ahead.
I want them to ramp up map production for GBO.
Yeah, they really do. There needs to be a new map every other month. I appreciate you coming out with all these mobile suits all the damn time, but there need to be maps.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the next one due is like an Arctic-based map, basically that arena map from the first game.
Essentially on my birthday.
So hey, let's talk transformable mobile suits on that map. Yeah.
Oh, that's gonna be fun.
Yeah. Let's literally have races around the tiny map in our transformable mobile suits before our boost runs out. It's gonna be so bad. Between that and the desert map, they're just not gonna have anything. Transformable mobile suits are gonna just destroy that game. Oh, you lucked out so hard, Salty, on that Granada map before that boy killed you. That boy saved your shit.
That's because I'm God. I'm God tier.
With that 55% accuracy, I think not.
Accuracy don't mean shit. Oh, Gaza C, why you do this? So what was the difference? I could not tell you the difference between the Gaza C and the Gaza D.
Gaza D has a lot of differences appearance wise.
I don't see it.
There's actually a lot on its armor especially. Then there's like the Gaza E, F, G, H, and like the weird
jeez.
80s Kotoki mangas. No, the only other one that appears in Double Zeta that's a Gaza variant is the black one, the Gauze Worm, which has a completely different transformation and it's actually super cool. The Gauze Worm's hype. I want that to be in a game. I want the Gauze Worm in GBO2. I'd play the shit out of that. Wow. That Gaza C did disrespect you.
Yeah, I told you.
Yeah, he disrespected the shit out of you.
He was not taking my shit. By the way, I love the capture colors of the Methus in this game because those are some really fucking sharp colors.
I wonder if we'll get those ultimate versions of the Mephis in GBO2 that I showed you the last time, Rob. The fighter jet ones.
Oh yeah, man.
That'd be super weird.
That would be nice, though. I hope they do.
Yeah.
Basically, as many mobile suits as they can cram into this game, I want them at this point.
Yeah. Yeah, and with Maxi Boost on the horizon, it'd be nice for them to crank up production a little bit on maps. Because I imagine there will be significant crossover in their fan bases.
Well, concerning
Salty, don't just spam all your missiles. Spam
I'm
one at a
going to
time.
spam all the missiles because I like missiles.
I know, but you see them running into each other, right?
It looks cool.
Yeah, until the explosion traces its way back to you and you get hit by your own missiles.
Well, it won't because I'm too cool for that. My
No, it'll
soul is
happen.
too powerful. Ugh, I don't like the capture colors on the Rick Deus. Ugh, they're kind of nasty.
No, they're bad. They're really bad on both of them.
Oof. Rob, did you catch that? Let me get a good look at that for you.
Let me see.
I do a Rick Deus match in these colors for me.
Whoa.
Oh, look at how nasty those are.
I'm having some significant lag here, so I'm having trouble seeing. Okay, it looks like it's the Garibaldi colors.
Look at that. Ugh, those are fucking terrible.
And then the other one is like an off green and cream color. It's so bad. The Garibaldi colored one is the better one.
Wow.
That's sad.
Yeah,
They're
no.
both fucking
Look at
terrible.
that. Look at that 24% accuracy. Oh.
Don't be hating because I'm better than you.
Don't be hating because I keep shooting only one missile maybe hits something out of 7.
I don't really play this game to play for stats, bro. I just play it to have fun.
I either, but don't waste all your missiles.
I
They're
want to waste
strong.
all missiles because I like missiles.
Oh. Oh, it's so bad.
There.
Oh wow, yeah, that's the decent Rick Diaz color. You see the Deja colors? That's pretty much what the other Rick Diaz is, except worse.
Okay.
Yeah, they're bad. They're bad. They're the worst. They're the worst alternate colors in this game.
I do like the Nemo's Titan colors though. Those look.
I don't like the gray chest. I don't like the gray chest at all. I should have been blue.
I kind of figured it was supposed to be like not gray, but like bare metal. So that's kind of what I went with when I had that request.
Yeah, that makes sense. Well, that Deja disrespected you when you just finished his teammate and he just like, nah, bazooka.
I like how you swipe with the butt of the gun for the super gun.
Yeah. So what you think of this mode so far?
It brings back bad memories.
Does it fly on the wings of terrible memories?
Yeah. Double kill.
What's of what?
Looked like a triple, in fact.
Did I accidentally kill my friend?
Possibly. Or they did, just as you were killing them.
Oh Christ! Here comes Jared.
So what are these bad memories?
I remember playing this now, survival mode. Yeah. Is Jared really in that?
Well, why is it?
Oof.
Why is that bad?
Because I don't think I ever got past 15.
Well, that's fair. That's like the average run.
Oh my God.
I know life that shit to get up to like 40.
Jared,
Nah, like it was. I was in the O and a bound dog, I think. So I was like high cost shit. I was like, nah, I ain't gonna get hit.
Oh, look at that plain meta.
Yeah, no. So your team, I just watched it right there. Your teammate gets super killed, and then you like double kill the other guys who tried to kill him. Yeah, I really hate the artillery arc on the Super Gundam when it's not in when it's not in plane mode or cruise
That
mode.
death animation when it's missing its left arm is amazing.
Yeah.
All right,
So
that is
was
where
that
I'm
your
going.
bar?
Yeah. That's where I'm going to call it for tonight because I need to start eating something because I'm starting to get the shakes.
Yeah, definitely then.
Yep.
All right. So I gotta wait for the stream to catch up. So
Yeah, Cream the Rabbit super died in their Super Gundam.
I gotta turn on the noise for the stream so I can hear it, so I know when to turn off the stream. So, anywho, I hope you guys have a fantastic night, the rest of the Saturday and what have you. So, yeah, make sure you check out Rob from Flail Through's channel. You guys are amazing. Make sure you do check him out. I don't know if Mcleod, or how the hell you pronounce his name, is going to ever do YouTube.
Mcleod.
Yeah. Whatever he said. I don't know if he's ever going to start doing YouTube, but if he does, make sure you check him out because he's decent. And I shall talk to you guys later.
Yo, your stream freaked out when you closed that game. Ooh. That is so bad.
Oof, yeah, look at that.
Oof.
Hot damn. Big
Look,
rip.
look at that artifact thing. Look at that.
Oh, it
Look at
just spazzed the fuck out.
Yeah, it did. This is what people are hearing while they're like, oh, God, my eyes. Well, I'm happy you could join us this week, Rob. I didn't think I could be able to.
I'm glad you made it too.
This has been fun. This is fun stuff.
Yeah, it is.
I just got